Okay, so, last we left off, Archeron and Drac had another conversation with Freddy that ended more amicably than the first one. At the same time, the rest of the group went to the cave where Mason died, leading to Maeve finding and speaking with his ghost. There, they found a broken amulet. After meeting up, it was confirmed to be Mason's, and a plan was hatched to delve into the pit and defeat the seemingly still alive troll. However, shopping came first, and we ended with a brief yet money-fueled spending trip. It's about 6:30 in the evening. There are a few things I think we need to do before, I assume, long resting. For Pete, who obviously was not here last week, Sidon, you guys are still at the school. Sidon got a little bit ill from the mystery meat and went back to the inn, so he's just been there all day, essentially. And we need to do, I think, 2 or 3 rolls. So the first thing is Maeve. You have been helping Fia weave some magical clothes specifically for Archeron.
Oh yeah.
So this is like a check for the following 3-4 hours after you started.
Yeah.
Sorry, I burped. And as I started talking, I was like, oof. So I'm gonna need you to make a weaver's tool check. And no matter what you roll, some of the price will be cut off. But obviously, the higher you roll, the more you'll get off. And if you roll high enough, we'll see. But yeah, if you want to make me a, is it a weaver's tools check? Is it weaver's tools or weaving tools? I don't remember.
It's weaver's tools.
And if you roll a 1, you get his size wrong and he can't wear
it. No.
Which ability am I using, or can I choose?
Well, you can't do charisma.
Fuck.
Because that doesn't make sense.
Dex?
Have you never met Gokwan?
I'll
Dex
say
because of fingers?
Yeah, Dex, intelligence, wisdom. Don't think I can get strength in there, but I don't think you pick strength anyway.
I'm going to just tear it into each other and create knots.
A 20 is very good.
Okay.
I have a few things written down. So with a 20, the original price of the item was 800. God, what was it? 50?
75.
75? 875.
Mm-hmm.
With a 20, you managed to help with Archeron's new cape, as well as helping a few things, helping Fia do a few final touches on various other items.
Mm-hmm.
And with a 20, the price goes down to 700 gold.
Nice.
She takes off 175 of that. And sort of by the evening, when you're sort of starting to get tired, needing to head back, you have done most, or not most of the work. You've probably done a big portion of the work for Archeron's cloak, and Fia says that it will be completed in the morning. So if you want to pick it up when you wake up, or if Archeron wants to pick it up when he wakes up, you can let him know that.
Cool.
Along with that, obviously you get. I assume you buy the Starfall gown. That's the word I was looking for. Along with that, because you rolled high, you don't get the expertise. I did have it written down. The DC, it would have been 21 for that, which is annoying. But I was like,
wait, I can't add my talisman to it, can I?
Why not?
I thought it was only saving throws.
Talisman is ability checks, and that is an ability check.
Is it too late?
I just remembered something. Did Maeve roll with advantage? Because I remember last time.
Oh yeah, you did give her advanced ability. So obviously there is a 20 and a 12, but if you want to roll again, I will take if it's higher, the first one.
So I'm just rolling it again.
Just roll, yeah. I'm only looking at the first one though.
Keep rolling.
16. Okay,
no.
I'll let you use the talisman if you want. I mean,
It's D4, isn't it?
You don't need 12 because the DC was 21 for the highest thing, because there's no extra. 700 was the lowest. She was gonna go with that. So 700 gold, and because you rolled a 21, 23,
At
I'll
least
give
a
you
21.
Yeah, I'll give you expertise in Weaver's Tools. And because you rolled decently well, obviously, you will all see like pops into like the, I don't know if there's a pocket on the dress or like she just hands it to you as you're going out. She also gives you this, which I will put into general. Simple magic item, Needle of Midnight. It's an uncommon magic item. It lets you cast Alarm, which is obviously only a first level spell.
Yeah.
But using this needle, you can use your spellcasting ability score when you make the Weaver's Tools check, which would be your charisma. And when you said, I was like, huh, that's weird. And then when using this, you can repair magical clothing as long as you roll high enough. You can't make it, but you can like repair and reshape it if it's, you know. Yeah.
So could I use that to fix the necklace?
Fix the necklace?
The amulet?
The
Presumably
amulet.
not. That's
No,
jewelry,
it's not. It's jewelry. Yeah.
But does that mean you're gonna add combat damage now to magical clothing?
It's like if you find
yes.
It's almost like like a mending, but it keeps the magic. Like if you find 2 halves of a cloak that is like a twerk of protection, you could weave it together and keep the enchantment. Cool. So that's all sorted. Obviously, Pete, you want to. How much money does Sidon have? Just in case you want to buy anything.
Sidon has 1,180.
Jesus Christ!
I don't spend money.
Okay, I didn't actually think Sidon had that much. I should have looked.
No, I don't spend money.
Yeah, you just
willing to offer it out. Yeah, I'm willing to offer it out if people ask.
Well, if you need anything,
no one really has spent money this
Yeah.
Well, Artron spent a lot today.
Artron does.
Yeah.
Sidon's used to not having money, so he kind of forgets that he has it.
And he can, most of his stuff is, punching or like his physical self, so you don't really need items. If you can think of anything in the next 15 minutes, send it to me, because a lot of these shopkeepers have like uncommon, common, rare magic items.
Real quick question about this dress. It's not replacing my armor, right? It's
what
like
you mean?
It's like an item of clothing.
It's an item of clothing, yeah.
Just because it says that the effect only triggers if you're not already wearing armor.
The armor class. Sorry, when you are concentrating on a spell, you can add, I think it's your charisma modifier or whatever it was, to your armor class. That is the only bit.
It's the War Wizard thing.
Similar, yeah. If you are wearing armor, then
it
that bit doesn't trigger, but the rest of it still.
Yeah, it's like if Sidon wears armor, I lose AC because of an armor defense turning off.
So like you get all the other effects of it, you just don't get that boost when you're concentrating.
But if you do want that boost when concentrating, you'd have to remove your armor and just wear the dress.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's completely up to you. Is there any I really should have looked to see if Sidon had money, because I'm not going to go through all these items because I did last week.
No, it's fun.
Is there anything in particular that you're after? Put it that way.
Yeah,
not
that's
really.
The question.
Is there anyone who can upgrade the dragon vessel here?
There would. I mean, this is the place of fucking artificers and stuff, isn't there? So you could probably find someone who could. I'm just looking through my list to see who'd be able to. There is I don't know if I think you were there when Drac briefly spoke to the Yuan-Ti alchemist. She would probably be able to do it because it kind of makes sense in my head.
And how much is a rare magic item? Because it would be I would be upgrading to.
Yeah, it goes from uncommon to rare. Obviously, you have the original item.
Yeah.
I'll say you probably get it done for 350.
350? Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
You probably have to leave with her for the evening, but in the morning you come and pick it up and get that. Cool.
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something, James?
Yeah, how much can I sell the dagger for?
Oh god. Dagger's rare, isn't it?
It's purple, I think. Very rare. Let me just check. Oh no, blue. Sorry. Rare.
Yeah, it is rare. Okay. Again, everyone's favorite shopkeeper, Ruben, would buy the dagger.
Yeah, Ruben.
Everyone loves Ruben. He'd probably buy it from you for. It's pretty good for like $6.50.
Okay.
Cool. Because you're friends with the bone, right? Obviously. But yeah, unless there's anything else people want to buy, cool. You'll head back to the.
I was thinking maybe Sidon wants those gloves. Was it a dwarf that had them?
Oh, the lightning ones.
Yeah.
Let me find
Since he punished stuff.
Yeah, it was. I should. It is a power gauntlet from a insane goblin. A mechanical glove that enhances the strength of the wearer's grip and can deliver a shock of energy on impact. I haven't made it because no one wanted it.
Doomfist.
It is attunement, but it is. It probably would act something like the Doomfist gauntlet. Like you punch X amount of times and then. Oh god, it's actually a cool item. It'd be like. I have written down 375. I'd have to make the item. I can make that on the. I can actually make it quickly if you guys RP.
Well, I mean, you don't have to make it yet. You can always just take a week to make it.
Sorry, my dog's barking like crazy. Back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I'll make a note of it.
If you want it. So basically, what it will do. I'm gonna say this now. Probably regret it. Every time. Yeah. Okay. It will have 375. It'll have 4 charges.
Mm-hmm.
Each successful attack you make will give it a charge. It'll be 2 charges on it if you crit. It has to be unarmed.
Yeah.
And then anytime you hit with an attack while it has charges, you can expend charges to do like a d6 lightning damage.
Okay.
However, I'll say, if you roll a 1 on an attack, it like God, I'm making this up. If you roll a 1, it will be like it like loses a charge or something. If you roll a 1, it loses. Yeah, if you lose it, if you roll a 1, it loses. Yeah,
so D6 lightning.
D6 lightning. If you want to buy it, let me know, and I'll quickly make it while I make you guys RP.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Cool. So you all head back to Sight the Sands. Obviously, Sidon was there, but he went out and then came back, I guess.
I went out to get food.
Yeah, he went out to get food other than mystery meat. He's still got mystery meat. Let me get back to
replenish the stuff he kind of brought back up.
It's like when you have a drink the day after you've been drunk. What's it called?
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog. It makes sense.
Makes sense for Sidon.
No, I was going to say more alcohol, but sure.
But yeah, a number of you get back to the Sight of the Sands inn with the B team vibing. I can't remember. Everyone would be there. I don't think anyone else had gone. Yeah, everyone would be there. You see, talking, chatting, reading, drinking, whatever. You guys up here. I'm gonna make this.
Don't say the B team is there because otherwise people will talk to the B team.
That's true.
I think we should all talk to our respective friends in the B team.
Honestly, go for it. Try me, bitch.
I'm sure the Dragonborn would love to talk to me.
Try me, bitch.
Lizard folk.
So, are you feeling any better after your funny?
Are we talking about Alex here?
You talking about Alex or Alex? Okay, then you're fine.
Am I feeling alright after my funny turn? Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
sure.
Well, I've seen you've gone out and got the same exact meal that made you feel worse.
That thing in your hand is like reddish and brown. It's like meat coloured, and yet the thing that you were throwing up was like purple somehow.
Yeah, I said he was throwing up, but go for it.
That's just I eat a lot of different things.
I know. I'm concerned for your well-being.
It was hell sickness because you were.
It was maybe.
I'm concerned because there's a limited amount of lavatories in this inn.
Well, I've got my own room.
I know, but they all share plumbing.
That is true. That is
not gonna
alarming.
back it up.
Oh my god, I can't do it. Damn it. I wish I had prestidigitation or minor illusion, because I was going to minor illusion Artron's water to be slightly purple.
I can't see anyway.
Oh, right, he can't see. Damn it.
Oh, that's true.
It's a smell.
The one time that's come up.
Well, I'm glad to see you're feeling better. So, a little update on the sitch. Turns out Mason's spirit is lingering in the cave. We found a not quite bottomless.
No,
sorry?
I think he's still
Isn't
in
he?
the cave.
Oh, I thought he came with.
No.
Okay.
It was easier if he
thought
said
Yes.
I thought your
back.
spirits. I thought your spirits couldn't follow. I thought they were like stuck in.
No, they usually follow me. That's why I'm slightly confused.
Well, I thought you'd have been right up Mason's alley. Perhaps his tastes have changed since he's moved on. I don't know. We found a nigh. It's not bottomless, and it isn't quite like impossible to reach the bottom. It's a slightly awkward-sized pit with water at the bottom. Though I believe the troll. My dog is barking again. I'm just going to ignore her.
You mean your bird?
When did you get the dog?
Well, I got. So this is my new friend.
Boy.
By the way, this is my I say friend. This is my drone. I bought. It's another familiar. This one's called Yumi, as in Yumi, to symbolize my spiritual rebirth here in the desert.
You are you. I am me. Sorry.
Yes, that as well. For sure.
Is it mechanical living?
It's mechanical. It's mechanical. Because it occurred to me, we were discussing how we could best decide or discover what was at the bottom of this pit, and I was loath to send Porridge down in case there was something there that could hurt him, and I can potentially fix this if it gets broken. So
I want to know how Porridge reacts to the...
Yeah, Porridge is like looking at this thing, scowling.
No, well, you see, I thought about this, and I decided Porridge would like it because...
Well, James, you said Porridge had his own personality. I get to pick.
Hear me out, right? Hear me out.
No.
He's not replacing him. He's basically using it as a shiny class. So it's a shiny thing that Porridge gets to peck out and play with.
That means Porridge is going to kill it.
He doesn't use it all the time. It's literally just for like drone shots, basically, and it gives Porridge some autonomy. And I say it isn't sentient. It's very much like one of those robo dogs.
Oh my god, it's fucking
it's a Furby.
Oh my god, a Roomba. It's a Roomba.
A Roomba, yeah.
Flying Roomba.
Yeah. So it's mainly so Porridge doesn't get hurt, and we don't have to worry about him because I say this wasn't expensive and I can fix it. It doesn't have a personality, though it does look rather spiffy. And it occurred to me that if I'm not using it to like fasten my clothes, I can attach it to the front of my glasses and read through it because I can see through it. So and it can bite people who annoy me. And he looks over probably at the wrong person at the bar as he thinks he's looking at.
Cara just looks at you like, what the fuck?
But yeah, it's this nigh the bottomless pit. This nigh.
No, not quite bottomless. It's just awkward, difficult.
It takes 5 seconds for a 1 kilogram stone to fall to the bottom of it.
I'm thinking about bottomless brunch now.
And so what's the plan? Are we going in the pit?
Getting down there isn't a problem, and getting out of it technically isn't an issue. It's just a bit more time consuming. So the plan at the moment was to go tomorrow. When we're all prepared, I can cast Featherfall. We all descend gracefully like various Mary Poppins's to the bottom. Mary Poppins. Yes, for sure, definitely. You have to have an umbrella, or else the spell won't work.
That is how it works, canonically.
Yeah.
Mary Poppins,
to get out is a little bit more convoluted. The plan is, at the moment, that I polymorph into a creature that can climb and then bring people out either one or two at a time. If people can levitate or fly, then they can obviously help themselves. I don't know what the matter is with this dog tonight. She's being a dick. So
I'm a decent climber.
It's a sheer wall, I'm afraid, Simon.
I would pay.
Is it a sheer wall? Because if it's like naturally formed, there's going to be natural footholds.
There is
a footpath. There is a walkway, but part of the way it's awkward to get to, so it's not impenetrable. It's just somewhat difficult. But the important thing isn't getting up or getting down. The important thing is when we get to the bottom there. So there's a few things we need to bear in mind. This troll creature doesn't seem to be affected by the normal things that affected. It seems to absorb fire rather than be damaged by it. But I've thought a way around that because I know that fire damage is quite easily done. So I sat with Freddy and we spoke, and we came up with a spell that, so long as I'm in the general vicinity, this doesn't matter what spells you're throwing at the troll, they should convert into a different type of damage, so the troll can be hurt. So if you are casting fire spells, you don't have to worry, so long as you're not dropping fireballs in there, because that will hurt me too. So please try to avoid doing that if you can.
Okay. I will just throw it out to you. This is me we're talking about. I'm not really the spellcasting type.
It was more of a general catch-all.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No,
but you're telling me, by the way, that we are going to be fighting a troll, right?
Yes.
Big, monster, strong.
Well, we don't know if it's down there.
We don't know for sure.
We have to expect everything.
Oh,
yes, I would assume it is. But
if you want to fight a troll, go and look in the mirror.
Wow. Vicious mockery.
Yeah. So, it's I think a long day for me.
Simon, you do take 1 point of psychic damage.
I'm going to get one of the waiters or whoever's serving drinks to send like a little hot chocolate Moe's way just to see if it's something down like that. Like Doctron's on like tender hooks. He doesn't want to get caught in that. But yes, so
Maeve would like actively smirk after she said that, like not even look at Sidon and just like smile. It's that like back and forth bitchiness that they've got with each other.
The other part is we are looking for the broken parts of this, and he takes the amulet from around his neck, which was rather Mason's, which is asked that we find, fix, and deliver to his sister Leanne, who is my ex. So that'll be great. I'm sure. Awkward.
Did you speak to this Leanne while I was out of commission, or
briefly? There was an exchange of sendings. We talked ever so briefly. She did not, and if she did, I couldn't see them. So
kind of the one catch we're sending. You don't get to see the nudes.
She described herself in great detail.
25 words.
Within 25
words, yeah. Cracking tits.
It's so fat you can see it from the front.
But yes, so we're going to keep her out for that. Cass did say that tomorrow, hopefully this is still the case, you'll prepare locate object. It's not a spell I have available to assist with the location of a couple of parts for this here, which would be great. And then, well, hopefully once that's done, Mason's spirit will be at rest and he can go on to whatever's next for him, I guess. Yes, and then after that we need to still the reason we are all here was to see if we can find a method of transportation to Arcadia. I have a few ideas on that as well.
I'll send you the item.
Yeah. Talk to the headmaster or one of the teachers or a few of the teachers. They may be able to assist in those. As we left, Drac, I don't know if you remember, there was discussions of airships. I'm not sure. I say it again, haven't seen them. But there was discussions of airships being built, so that would be I think perhaps a good avenue to investigate in. But yes, that's the TLDR. Any questions, thoughts, feelings, comments, suggestions?
I've just bought a very, very expensive dress. Looks aside, and if you're sick on it, I will actually kill you. Like, for real.
For real,
I
for real.
won't be sick on it. Why would I be sick on it?
That's pretty sick, bro.
How do you suggest we deal with the throw itself?
Punch it.
God.
Well, for
I mean, I think
not
he's
to be
right.
too blasé about it, but I think brute force. Once the main obstacle to get over is the fact that, as you saw in, well, usually trolls, because they have the ability to regenerate from damage, can be a concern for people who go in unprepared. Swords and shields won't cut it, but if they are burnt or scalded with acid or fire, they lose that ability to regenerate and they can be killed. This instance, that was the assumption when we went in before, it didn't work. But as now I have the ability to change everyone's spells from fire to something else, we could look at just basically brute force bludgeoning, killing it, just
With acid.
well, with various things. I mean, I don't know if the extent it looked in the memory like force damage from magic missile hurt it. So
that's good news.
Well, it is, but unfortunately, the spell I have to change damage doesn't allow me to change it to force. Not quite that good, but psychic damage is a fairly good bet. But I can find out before I cast that spell what is a good avenue to go down.
I'm gonna look at Slab and smirk and be like a nod, like we can do psychic.
Brain blast.
Well, it's just because there are a few options we have open to us. Bear with me, and I will just discuss in. Oh, what's going on with my spell sheet? What the hell's going on there? What the hell is wrong with the stock tonight? My spells aren't loaded. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure out
I don't know what I'm like. What spells I have.
Where am I?
Sorry. I'm just for some reason my spells aren't allowing me to spell. Let me just check on my phone. There we go. It's refreshed now. Sorry about that.
I've got to refresh my spell book. Hold on.
Oh no!
You can't read
Put in a new magazine.
I can go.
No, it's fine. It's the scroll thing had disappeared. Like the scroll up and down the spells had vanished. Okay.
Oh.
So I can change the spells to psychic, radiant, or necrotic. So one of those three should.
Well, it's any elemental, and then psychic, radiant, necrotic.
Oh right, any element. Oh, so I can pick thunder, lightning.
Essentially anything but force.
Anything but force.
Or
yeah,
force or like the weapon ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yes.
Part of my new power set actually lets me do force damage again.
Okay, I'd say it's just it's mainly because fire is so
non-magical force damage.
Yeah.
Don't go into this again.
The feature doesn't specify as magical.
One
I'm just
session
gonna
of
say
this.
I think if you counted up the times you've spoken about this.
Do you also hunt small games?
The fire damage is so effective and it's everywhere, and so I wouldn't need to worry about perhaps my cantrips, because firebolt is a very effective cantrip. I could cast that without having to worry, because when it hit him, even though it's very, very close, I can get, for example, cold damage, just for the sake of argument, and that would be we wouldn't have to worry about it. And it isn't just limited to this encounter. We could, for example, if we were all to find items that gave us resistance to a certain damage, for example, he shows off his shoes, my lovely warm shoes, give me...
Which gives me resistance to lightning.
Yes, if we were all to pick a theme, because I have cold, you have lightning, I could turn the damage type from any spell from enemies into, well, not any spell, but spells from enemies into that damage as well, so we could be more likely to resist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Initially,
sorry, go ahead.
As I say, initially it was because of your armor. I was concerned with the radiant damage, and that was what kicked off the thought process. But now that's no longer an issue. It's more of a something that's quite useful for all of us.
I did recently pick up, when I went out after my little illness, I recently picked up this gauntlet thing.
It's like I think whoever went into the shop with the insane goblin would have seen it in a place of pride in one of the stands. It's like a It's not like a Thanos gauntlet. It's like
I'm
almost like
imagining kind of like a knuckle duster, maybe like a glove.
if you picture, in Legend of Vox Machina, Percy has the glove.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of like that, but with more like mechanical elements visible. So yeah, like it's almost like a leather glove with like almost if you look at like the palm, there's like a focus point with like energy and like different wires and stuff connecting it. Cool.
It's a little bit crazy looking. It's a little bit advanced for my taste, but apparently it can increase my punching power. Shoot lightning out of it when I punch someone.
And did it have any use in other instances?
Actually, surprisingly, yes. I can actually use it to push off stuff really well. Because it increases my athletics by a +3. So
is that push and pull, or just push?
I assume it's anything that relies on my athletics.
So it gives you so electric gauntlet gives you a +3 to tug. Got it.
Oh god! Don't accidentally activate it.
Jesus.
That means between the two of us, because of my telekinesis, we can.
Where is this going?
Well, no, we can juggle people. We could juggle people.
That's what I was thinking. Mage hand.
We could toss each other off.
Psychically, without minds.
Bros before hoes.
Anyone else? Is anyone else doing anything?
Sure, you guys do you.
Hi, Dax. Is anyone else doing anything before you're resting?
No, I don't think so. Get ready.
I would say as much time as possible, Slab will still be reading.
So I think I was trying to figure the maths out before the session about how much he's been reading. He's been reading for a lot of the day. Obviously, there's been a few moments where you've had to put the book down, have a conversation, or like do something, cast a spell, whatever. But I think Slab's probably been reading for a solid. I'm gonna call it 7 hours, like altogether. Because it's been most of the day, but obviously, so I would say 7 hours at the point of like getting back to the inn and eating food, whatever. It's about, we'll say 8ish when you're all back. That conversation's happened. How much sleep is Slab willing to lose for reading?
So you're saying because it's day one into reading.
This is day one.
He's on 7 hours, and he
7
needs
hours.
7 hours so far. So, what time are we going to bed?
It's up to you.
No. I mean, collectively.
Collectively, my assumption is like 10.
Nowish.
Okay.
Because I was going to say, as in, like, from what I got told, it's about 6:30 in the afternoon.
I'll say at this point, by the time everyone's back, it's like 8.
About 8ish.
Yeah, it's about the time it is right now. In real
So
life.
if we go bed right now,
yeah.
So there's another 2 hours, so that's 9 hours, and I've got 2 more days to do it, Anta.
Yeah.
Well, you had the full 6 days to do it. You just, if you want to do it within 3 days.
Running it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's double the time as well, though.
So
it's still the same problem.
Yeah, 24 3 days. It's 24 hours in 3 days.
Or 48 in 6.
Yeah.
Well, no, at the barge, you can do it in 24, right?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And you can do it in 24, but that's not 24 in 3 days. That's like, if you wanted to, you could do it in 24 in 6 days.
You could, yeah, if you wanted to spend longer each day. But yeah, you're probably at about 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours. You can go to like 9 if you want to.
Yeah,
if you just write that down.
Yeah, for notes on here.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna remember. Cool. So if there's nothing else, you guys can. Yeah.
Hey, Otron, I don't know if you want to try meditating again. It's up to you. Again, it would be kind of like the brute for Sidenware meditation and could potentially lead to an existential crisis, but I find that helps.
Sorry, that's amazing. I find existential crises really help. Yeah, go on then. Artron's game if you are. So yeah, I think I'm ready to give it another try. I need to. I've had a lot to take in today, a lot to process, but I think I'm trying to put a lot of things behind me and be better. So yes, I'm willing to give it the old college try.
Cool. Anyone else want to join in for this? We can do another group session.
Please don't say
I
that.
think I'm gonna pass, but sure. Yeah. You guys can have your.
It's a no from Slab.
He's reading.
I'm-
Babe, you want in?
Go ahead. I'll join.
Oh, Mel, are you
It's
going to give
me
another
willing to
go,
join
or
as well.
are you
No,
fully
no, I'm
rested
good.
today?
I'm gonna. I don't think you really helped me last time because I fell asleep. So I'm gonna just go to bed. I think get an early night.
Okay.
Good luck. And yeah. So Sidon, Archeron, and Maeve.
Maeve. And I think, did Cass say she was in on it as well?
Okay.
Tentatively, yes.
Tentative, yes.
So the four of you gather into a room around the Ouija board.
We
With
put out a Ouija board.
Maeve, obviously. But yeah, you
Did you
all...
just have one of these lying around?
Portable.
it's just a portable one. It folds
It's a
out.
pocket Ouija.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Also doubles as boggle.
Don't say that.
Anyone want to play some Scrabble? But yeah, you all set up. What do you? What happens, Simon?
I put the spear in the center of the room.
You spin it around like spin the bottle.
No. I just place it in front of me. And I look at everyone and I just say, so I tried this the other night, and again, I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's a new thing for me to be guiding people through this, but it's worth a try for myself. And I want to branch out from just being the meathead.
The mystery meathead.
So yeah, if you want, just close your eyes, take in a deep breath, bring your fists together, and focus on your inner self. For me, it's finding my center, my key, and calling on that. And you see him activate his key, and he gets those like markings going through him. And just take a deep breath. Think what you want to get from this. Who do you want to talk to? What do you want to find? Where do you want to go? That type of thing. And just find that center and just focus. And he just takes a deep breath and lets out a deep breath.
So, can everyone who is doing this roll me a check with their like main stats? So for Sidon, it's wisdom. For Cass, it's wisdom. For Archer, it's intelligence. For Maeve, it's charisma.
12. Can we argue
11.
guidance on this, or?
I'll say no, because over a period of time, it's not like.
Okay.
So the highest roll there was Maeve with a 20. What is it that Maeve's trying to find? I guess I was trying to think the right wording there.
I was immediate, like, okay, brain. When we first said we were meditating, I think Maeve was just doing it for shits and giggles. And then the little speech that Sidon gave about like thinking about what you want to find and who you want to talk to, I think at the forefront of her mind at the moment is everything to do with her mum. So she's probably thinking about her mum. Obviously, that's probably not going to bring her very much, as her mum isn't a spirit. So do with that what you want, but that's probably what she's thinking about.
Okay. So as you're sitting there, trying to connect to whatever the fuck Sidon's talking about.
Gotta be brutally honest, I am talking out my arse. I'm just making it sound. I'm just making it sound weird.
Really.
Fun, man.
I can tell. But yeah, you sort of sit there, and there's that moment where it goes from Sidon just being kind of stupid to you actually just trying to focus and connect. It's like it's relaxing to a point, and you sort of close your eyes and are
Pull back
focused.
the curtain. 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
So you close your eyes and focus, and for a moment, not very long, you see like a flash of like a memory of you, maybe when you first went to the Feywild with Sable somewhere around. You're not looking specifically, but she's somewhere in the area. Sort of wandering through those swamps, trying to find some adventure.
Yeah.
And there's like a strange pull, almost like magnetic or something that's pulling you towards what you now know to be Umbra. Wow, I pulled that name out of the depths of my memory. Towards Umbra Castle, where Gethin, makes his home. And there's like a rhythmic heartbeat, probably. That sort of every time you hear that like boom, boom, boom. It's like pulling you forwards, almost forwards in time. And with each sort of step or moment, you're moving towards that point where Gethin sits, where he does his work, and it feels. I don't know how Maeve would feel in Umbra, and in but it feels homely.
Yeah, I was gonna say comfortable.
Yeah, comfortable. Yeah, it feels maybe safe's the wrong word because you're in the Feywild.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels homely. It feels nice, and sort of as you're looking up at Gethin on his throne, there's like a very brief flash where you see he looks back at you, but he's not looking at you. It's strange. For a brief instant, you're taller.
Oh.
Almost masculine. And you're not wearing, whatever outfit you were wearing. It's like a strange, like a cloak. Heavier. Something for traveling. There's maybe a weapon at your hilt. At your side, on a hilt. You still feel like yourself, but not like yourself. Like you recognize the elements, your hands are purple, but something's different. And as you're trying to focus on what it is, you come out of it. And you're back in the room with the others.
3, 2, 1, you're back in the room.
Yeah.
Weird.
just don't think this is the right way for me to do it, Sidon. Is there perhaps another thing that we can do, like guided listening, something like that?
Well, like I said before, there is the when we get to Arcadicia, when we can get closer to a more greenery, more natural. Well, not natural. That's a strong word because the desert is natural. But you know what I mean. Like the more forested areas, more the areas closer to Athena. Well, probably better.
That works for you, but I've always felt myself more at home in the books. Oh, it looks like Maeve's fallen asleep. Shh, don't wake her.
She hasn't fallen asleep. I can tell.
No, she's gonna get up like when she snaps out of it and just like clamber to her feet and like jump into a comfy chair, take out her little book and start like drawing something. Like not pay attention to anyone else in the room. She's just like, okay.
Well, I will give it another go. Perhaps it's a group setting that doesn't do it for me. So I'll give it one more go tonight in the bath, and we'll see how we get on.
Okay.
Thank you, then.
Yeah, it's always good to try, and look, it takes a while to get it, you know? I know that it sounds like I'm talking out my ass, because I kind of am, but...
The girls who get it, get it.
Like I'm going to be brutally honest.
Guys, Drac got it. Maybe you guys are just...
Maybe I'm the problem.
Look,
Hi.
The thing is, and I know it sounds like I'm talking out of my arse, because I probably am, but it's just my way of trying to explain it. But like, once you sort of understand and you get it, you can get it, you know?
Okay.
I don't.
No.
Can you please explain what you
Once
mean
you
with
get
that?
it, you get it. Get it?
Get it? Yeah? No. Okay, well, maybe I'll go to the library and find a book out. Perhaps that'll be a little bit better for me. This dog is still barking. She's been out 3 times. I
Meditation.
might have to kill my own dog, so...
Jesus. It's Porridge pecking at the
yeah, back to the new necklace, yeah.
Yeah.
Porridge, it's fine. I'll always love you most.
Now the beetle becomes angry and started attacking.
Thanks you. But yeah, you all adjourn to your rooms.
Adjourn.
What?
Adjourn.
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 Adjourn. What? I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it.
I said the right word, right?
Yeah.
Did you though?
That was a real Bogo's Binted moment. What?
But Archon, do you try and do it again in the bath?
Yeah, so what Archon's going to do is he'll get into the bath and he's gonna major
I can
illusion.
see Archon as a never nude, like having
No.
trousers on when he gets in the
He's
bath.
not an never nude. Just in the bath with his denim jeans. No,
Oh.
no. He's in the bath. There are a elegant amount of bubbles. So the casual observer will be like,
Elegant, so the camera.
yeah. So this this it keeps. It leaves a
Modesty
lot for you.
protected bubbles.
Yeah. And so he's in there. There's like a vague smell of like rose hips and lavender. He's got like his major image in the background, which lasts, I think, 10 minutes. But he has. Let me see how many spell slots he has. Like be playing like orchestral music in the background because it's like a full sensory experience. So I imagine that it's quite. If you get it right, it must be quite pleasant. So let me just
Alex,
see.
but Alex is like, no, I'm not going to play music while you're in the bath.
I didn't. No, I asked you to hum a tune so I could. I wouldn't. Alex, no, no, please go.
And then he asked Slab, and Slab was reading. He was like, nope.
Nope. Yeah. So he's playing it in there, and he uses the major image to make it like. At first, it sounds like plinky plonky harp music, but then it goes into like full wail. So anyone in an adjacent room will be like, oh, for
What
fuck's
the
sake.
fuck?
Yeah. Archeron. Stop, Matt's doing that, and then he will try to like contact whatever. Yeah.
I just pictured Seabat. Sorry.
How do you relax to see that?
No, you don't. But when you were like, "Wah," I was like,
What the fuck is
God.
that?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter right now.
You're better off. Yeah, okay, so if you want to make me an intelligence check, I'll let you add a d4.
Okay, sorry, I was just yelling at my dog to stop barking. She's doing my an intelligence check
Plus a d4.
plus a d4. That's a saving throw, so let's be there. 21. This is
Nice.
good. This is better. 22.
22. Very nice. So, what specifically is Artron trying to...
I
figure
can't
out?
even remember now. It's just so he's
More like-
been.
I was gonna say it was more like, if I remember correctly, it was like trying to connect, sort of like find your center and sort of like come to terms with stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. So initially, the first time we like discussed meditation, or the first time Archon did anything like this was in Pyra. In the, I think it was it Pyra.
I think so.
Yeah, there's like a church of
Yeah, the Temple of Vistale.
Vistale, yeah. So he kind of like connected with the echo there, and he's not trying to do that anymore. He's kind of like he's been thinking about what he saw and the horrible like kind of things that he's done and or what have happened to him, and you know this whole thing. He's trying to like, but basically put a like an air gap between what was and what is, just to like. He's having not an identity crisis, but he's basically but the big things about him is he's always trying to forge what he thinks of to be like the best version of himself, and to do that he needs to have like a clear cut between what's happened and what's going to happen. So he knows that he can't like what's happened has happened and he can't change that, but he's obsessed over it. It's like defined his whole life for the last year plus, and he's looking to find a moment where he can just like he can draw a line under that chapter, and to do that he's trying all sorts of different things, and one of the things he's trying is working with Sidon to kind of calm himself down to bring himself into that center. I'm gonna kill that dog. Fucking hell.
Is there any moment specifically you can think of?
Yeah, so there's been a few things that for Artron have been like have helped him how he perceived helped him reevaluate how he perceives the world. And what like there was a couple that spring to mind. One of them was his initial quite visceral reaction to when he heard that Cassian obviously with the vampire stuff, and then subsequently since then like to show that it's possible to have these things happen that you have no control over and still not only like work towards a better good, but still have a presumably a happy ending, like be forgiven for it, get the girl, that kind of thing. That is like quite opened his eyes a little bit. Before that, he was very black and white. Like if you do bad things, you are a bad person. And then also there's an element of valuing people for more than what they give away at the start, like more than what they show at their first the first encounter. So when he first met Mel, as an example, he was quite dismissive because she was completely really gregarious, trying to talk in a situation where he thought you shouldn't be talking, but since then he's like grown very, very fond of her. Has her simple presence like calms him down with like the mechanical aspects of her being a paladin, I suppose, and again someone who's had horrible things happen to them, but not let that completely define them. So he's like trying to weigh those things up and how he would want to be perceived moving forward.
Yeah. So I think you focus on, I'll say that specifically, of those changes on how people are defined in your mind and the greyness of everything, that sort of disconnecting feeling. And it sort of makes sense that this is happening in the water, because sometimes when you're in the water and you're just like laying there, you feel disconnected from everything. Like if you're lying underwater, eyes closed, or in this case blind, not being able to see, just like listening and feeling, and relaxing. Like, you don't even have to have that pressure of your own weight as much. So I think it's a freeing moment for Archeron as he thinks about all of that, trying to put it all behind him and find something new, I guess. Try and be better than before. And
Well,
I think, you know what I mean? Like, try
like start a new chapter,
Yeah, like, untethered from the previous elements. And I think, obviously I can't just say you do that, but I think there's definitely an element of it's happened, you can't change it, but you can always do better to fix it, or try and not repeat the same mistakes. And there's definitely that gnawing in the back of your mind of what hasn't been completed yet, of Mason still not alive, but still existing, of the troll and Leanne. And that definitely lingers on your mind as maybe the final threads of things that can be changed for the better. And I think with that, you come back to yourself however many minutes later. Whale sound still going strong.
It's like, they're like, 62 West Wallaby Way.
Yes, it's the moment in Finding Nemo.
He gets himself out of the bath, drains the water, and lays his things out for tomorrow. Puts all of his stuff away. Probably leaves the light on because he doesn't have to worry about that.
That's true.
Yeah,
energy bill's crazy.
Yeah, energy bill's crazy. Slips into the sheets to sleep. I'm just going to try and sort this dog out for one last time. I will, because she's doing. I can't because she's barking. So Archeron is like he has breakfast delivered to his room, preparing his spells in the morning, and I'll be back as quick as I can.
So I'll say, unless there's anything in the last 2 minutes that you guys want to do before resting. Cool.
Hey, Dave, can I see what
never
you're
mind.
drawing?
She is just drawing what she saw.
Porn.
Of Gavin.
No.
Man, you're taken.
That's my boss.
I was thinking more like your dad, but yeah, boss makes more sense.
I mean,
Boss
she
man.
has a dad.
She has
Yeah,
a dad.
but
She is his boss.
Yeah, but I just
It's
assumed
her boss,
that Maeve saw Geffin as like a surrogate father.
She's got a dad who's cool. You just
He
not
may
met
be
him
your
yet.
father, but he ain't your daddy.
Joe.
That's Cassian, or no, he's not. He's the submissive one.
Jesus. We're just quoting Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. I have a
No,
very
I'm not
important
calling that
question.
discussion. Yeah,
How good is Maeve at drawing?
good. I mean, I don't need to, like, but I mean, Maeve is canonically good at drawing. She draws in, like, charcoal.
Mhm.
This looks so good.
I don't want to
What if I said no, she should be like, oh, that looks so shit.
Oh, Maeve, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like, oh, it looks so
Wow,
good.
well
Deception check.
done.
Maybe
Put us
I
on
don't
the
want
That's
to.
good. Yeah, I was thinking that.
Maybe it's not my place to pry. Everyone has their own type of visions when they enter that sort of meditative state. But if you did, feel free to share. What did you see, or how did it make you feel? I'm trying to get better at it. You know.
It was
It's a weird-
strange because it started out like a memory, and then it changed into my perspective, but I was someone else. and then show the picture.
This is still the night, James.
Oh, okay. He just rocks up in someone's bedroom with a piece of toast.
Archer solving his blood, you can hear the wild noises through the wall.
That's interesting. That's never happened to me. Though, I mean, like I said, everyone has very different things. So we have Drac who saw and spoke to the bone right. What? Then
It's
for
a
me,
full moon.
it's-
The dogs are fucking going crazy. isn't it?
Crazy tonight, yeah.
yeah.
The dogs are barking.
For me, it was. For me, it was more the more seeing myself and different points of myself, and also talking to Neve. So it's interesting, and like I say, I am trying to get better. I don't want to just always be the meathead. Don't worry, I'm still going to be, but I want to. I don't want to say the word, but I'm going to say the word. I want to mature. I want to become more.
Like cheese?
More. No, I want to become more.
Blue.
More normal. More. Not normal. Normal's boring. I want to just become better.
I mean, that's awkward in social scenarios.
This stays between the two of us and Cass, who is also in the room. And Slab, I think, is also in the room.
He was reading, so I just assumed he wasn't there.
Slab walks past the door.
Sorry, I needed to go to the toilet. This one's been locked up. I'm trying to open this one for some reason.
No, I didn't. Great news. Wasn't me.
You're not as bad as we make you out to be. It's just really fun to wind you up.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just doing the first thing that comes to your mind is also really fun. And if you ever want to try being a bit, honestly, impulsive nature is really fun sometimes.
I mean, my impulsive nature made me move away from home, so I can be fun when I want to be.
Right.
That's such a mum thing to say, isn't it? I'm fun if I want to be.
I'm a fun mom.
Cool mom.
Well, we went
anyway,
bar crawling a few days ago, so I think you were an
No, we didn't.
Okay, yeah, of course.
I stopped drinking.
That never happened.
Hey, I stopped drinking in the Feywild. You know, I haven't had a tipple since. So
wants a tipple. Anyway.
But yes, good night. Thanks for indulging my guided meditation.
Thank you for guiding us.
Please, someone just say namaste.
Finger guns out the room.
But yeah,
you say you wanted to mature.
Finger guns are mature.
I just have to go and beat my dog up. Hang on.
They are on one tonight.
Yeah, both of them. You all go back to your various rooms and long rest.
Can we press the button?
Yes.
Long slumber button.
Everyone other than you. I'm kidding. But yeah, you all long rest, and you wake up in the morning. We'll say it's about 7:30, 8ish in the morning. And the day is yours. It's a bit windy today. There's definitely flurries of like cooler breezes from the north. But yeah, what are you doing?
Drac is gonna be like, 5 more minutes.
Picking my spells. Right, we're off. Right, the troll. Me and Cass really the only ones who need to worry about this. Spell selection. I have to bear in mind that sight is difficult, but with my new transformer, I can.
Does he also act as an alarm clock?
Yeah.
It's like a one alarm clock.
Smash!
Power just hitting it. by the time you wake up.
Yeah. Porridge, I put more things in your enrichment box. It's fine. Look, here's some more pomegranate seeds. I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me. I'm fine. Yeah, I will put it in my pocket for now. Okay, we'll go downstairs. What would you like for breakfast, darling?
She's saying that to the bird.
It's to the bird, yeah.
Bird just looks at you.
Is there a crow upstairs?
Yes.
Okay, I just heard the most realistic
It's
sound.
me doing a crow noise.
That was so
I don't know if
gross.
it's coming through on the microphone.
Nope.
Not really,
I can
no.
hear
Okay,
it from
hold on.
upstairs.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, wow.
When
Yeah, I was like, is there a fucking bird
Hold
in the
on.
house?
I'm gonna turn down the input. And I'm gonna do the crow noise. Hold on. I was doing a crow noise for Purge because it's the only one I can kind of do.
It's not coming through.
It's not coming through.
No.
Yeah.
We'll just take that word for it.
Just
I'll
stand at the top of the stairs and do it and see if it comes
No,
through my
I'm not gonna get
microphone.
No, we're still complaining about your neighbours
It's
making
gonna be
noises.
really
Yeah.
underwhelming, so I'm not gonna do it now.
I would be concerned if I heard my neighbours making crow noises.
When
No,
you
no,
enter
you never
your
know what they're
hearing
gonna
other
say.
noises.
They're just
so-
playing D&D. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
When
Friday night,
Artron-
they're getting crazy up in this bitch.
I have a question.
Make them
When Artron came downstairs, and said, "What do you want for breakfast, darling?" Was Mel sitting there?
They don't 100% holding porridge like up to his face, like looking deep. Well, like I don't know if anyone else does this with their pets, specifically cat. I do it to my cat. I like grab his little face and I like rub his face with my face, and I talk to him when I do it. And he loves it because he's a little hoe bag. And so like I just imagine like porridge is like. He gave them out on the cold
Oh,
show.
magpies love pets.
Yeah, but yeah, they're really affectionate.
Yeah.
And so he's giving him loads of attention, and he probably would like say it as he walked down the stairs. I imagine like that really awkward, lulling conversation. Artron walks into the room and is like, "And what would you like for breakfast, darling?"
what
and it
you're
just
doing,
carries.
you're doing it really like affectionately, like while you're walking down the stairs. You're at like the bottom, like near the bottom of the stairs, and some random guy's trying to get past you. But he doesn't want to be awkward and say, "Excuse me." So you're just standing there for like a minute while he's just like.
So I think blueberry pancakes for the bird, and for the boy, I think maybe something of the fruit salad variety.
Did you just describe yourself as the boy?
The bird and the boy, yeah.
Call yourself second
He's
person.
only little. He's only like 19, isn't he? He's quite young. He's
Yeah,
definitely the
but
youngest
If
you
a
one.
still-
19-year-old described himself as the little boy,
I did
would
not
be
say little.
so-
I did not say
you
little.
said he's just a little boy.
You did,
No, he
you
said
did say
and
that.
the
I
boy.
said that. He didn't. The bird, because he can't, because like what he can't go like the magpie. Oh, I suppose he could go the magpie and the man, but that doesn't sound. That doesn't.
It's not as
M&M.
cute.
Yeah, it's not cute.
But
But
yeah,
he realised he said the bird and the boy, and that is his new shame. That's what he's gonna regret.
He's gonna be on his deathbed at 19. He's gonna be like, "Why did I say that?"
the guy who's waiting by the stairs is just cringing.
Yeah.
Like,
Just lets him look through his eyes to see everyone like cringe invisible.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't, even though you're blind, you don't have a gauge for volume for some reason. So you said it too loudly.
It's like a reverse dead
Yes.
devil mic.
Yeah.
It gets louder some way for the echo.
It's like a bat now.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way for me to cast Featherfall on everyone else but me, so I can just plummet it to my death.
And actually, we'll say for the sake of ease, instead of having to go to the shopping district, in the morning, Kara, like while you're getting food and stuff, she'll say,
Delivery for the boy.
I mean, it is few. I don't know if I want to give it to you now.
Delivering for the boy. I imagine he's doing that little clap.
Berries and cream. Berries and cream.
She hands the folded cloak, like puts it on the desk for Archeron, and says, "And for you, Sidon, the thing, the bottle, the thing. I can't remember what it's called. Dragon
It's
vessel.
called a dragon vessel.
That's what it is." He hands that to you as well.
Yeah, you got God to... Oh, excellent. Well, thank you very much. Well, shit, you've only just said her name and I've forgotten it.
Kara.
Kara, I thought it was something like that. Thank you, Kara. Much appreciated.
I already stole the money from you, so it's all paid for.
Yeah, that's fine, don't worry. No. I've already added it to my items. I don't know. It's
Don't worry,
weird.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense.
While,
Yes.
while she's here, you don't need to RP it, but can I think I mentioned this to you in the week that Maeve would ask her where she got the fabric for the dress
shit,
from.
Fear. Yeah, you would have asked that yesterday.
Yeah. It's
You
fine,
did-
doesn't matter.
You did mention it to me, but I
did.
did forget to think about it.
It's fine.
I'll say it's like a special type of fabric that she like helps enchant. Like she enchants it to make it a bit more potent.
Okay.
From the ask of a very magical silkworm.
No. And she said she will try and get some to you when it's convenient for the DM.
Thank you.
While
So
looking at
never.
the fourth wall.
We travel a
Thank
lot.
you, God.
I mean, she'll say, X amount of money, she'll get you some for whenever.
The mail.
When the next time you see her, which will be late in the day. But yeah, you all have your breakfasts and get your various magic items, prepare your spells. What's the plan?
So, are we going straight there, or do we have something to do in the morning?
I would usually be free and say whatever it is, but if we could do this morning, just in case it does take the day. I know he's been there for a year, but Maeve, how you've described it, it's almost like these poor spirits are trapped here, or they want to move on, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So if sooner rather than later, it would be better if we could.
Well, the way to get him to move on would be to repair the amulet, rather.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yes,
think his beef is with the troll.
No, but I have a intuition that maybe we'll find the pieces down there.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't even know if the troll's alive. Like,
No,
If
exactly.
it's not alive, then we don't get a fight. But we
And if,
might
mean-
if it's not a
better
live, quick
that,
20-minute adventure in
because
and out.
then we just go down, get the necklace, go up.
Yeah.
True.
I would rather appreciate that, but
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, I would like to fight a troll, but I mean,
Yes, we
easier
know.
is fine.
Roll in the dungeon.
Can everyone see in the dark?
Yeah.
No,
I think
No.
everyone wild knows.
we're human.
Oh,
You
give
guys
you
are
little-
human.
I can
No.
give you little lights.
no,
And I'd be
Cat,
concentrating on
I
the
can use my staff to make light. Don't worry about that.
aren't you a? No, this is out of character. You are a cleric of light, right? You are a light cleric.
Yeah.
You get the light cantrip then?
That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do,
oh,
but I have
sorry.
to cast that. I can just instead activate the sun staff and have it.
Shed some light, yeah.
It's basically the same, but I don't have to cast a spell for it.
Yeah, but the spell light lasts for ages, and it's not concentration.
An hour.
Yeah.
This
okay,
one is
that's
unlimited.
fine. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. Cool. Okay, excellent. So, do you want a nightlight, a torch?
1 second. I'm just reading the spear because I don't know if the spear actually sheds light.
I have no idea if it does.
Can't you just stay
I
close to
I
Cass?
think it does. I mean, yeah,
Why
if
not
Cass,
the golden spear?
if Cass has the light, you can also see.
Yeah.
That is how light works.
No, it only works for her.
What do you mean? I bought premium pass light, so it's only for me.
No, it doesn't.
So this is a question for the DM.
Hello.
Is this just flavor text, or is this an
The
actual
blade glows
feature?
with sunlight.
Yeah, the blade glows with sunlight, dispelling darkness with each strike.
It's mainly flavor text.
That's flavor text. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure on that.
Yeah.
Then yeah, other than that
You
flavor
don't.
text, no, I don't think it provides light.
Okay, not a problem. As
Cass
Cass will
does.
be. Yeah, Cass does. Yes, it'll be fine. I'm sure. Just try not to run off.
Well, wait, what if cast light on my spear? That way, we have the spear with light. Cass can. It's not concentration to use your staff light, is it? So,
No.
so
Light isn't concentration either.
yeah. So that's two punks of light there.
That is how it works.
We also have dancing lights.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
Yes,
also
we'll put it
good.
down.
How many
I have
lights do
fairy
we
fire
need?
as well. Yes.
You know what, guys?
I don't think it's been a
guys, I
problem.
think you can say.
Now, remember though, I don't know if we mentioned this to you, Simon. At the bottom of the pit there is water. So I know previously you said you didn't want to be able to breathe underwater. However, I am here once again offering to allow you to breathe underwater.
Oh, I was only doing that because I was being a Marty bitch. Because I was bad.
I'm well aware.
But I mean, if you could give me water breathing, yeah, sure.
Okay, well, so whilst we finish our breakfast, I will, in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to do my little rituals. Water breathing being one of them. I should also let you all know that I had considered perhaps a way of getting down safely on, because I picked up some new spells. I picked up Floating Disc and Unseen Servant. I can summon a Floating Disc and it always remains 5 feet above anything beneath it, so I could hold something beneath it with my mage hand and slowly lower us down like a lift, if the DM allowed.
Floating discs have to follow you.
No.
I do
We
think
can
it
we can
does.
stand on. You can get on top of it, can't you?
Yeah, but only one person max is tiny.
3 feet in diameter. Oh yeah,
That's
it's
like
tiny. Yeah.
just one person.
Oh yeah. Sorry, the last game I had someone who used it to like cart around an ever growing
sweets.
like the plate sweets. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
disgusting.
sweets, not people.
Yeah. Well, I could do it. It would take a long time.
Soylent Green.
I could make a one-man elevator, but I probably won't.
Helpful.
I hear your sarcasm. I don't appreciate it. But also with this wonderful cloak, which I haven't yet seen, but I am wearing. Ooh, swish, turn,
And pose.
strike a pose. I assume it looks brilliant. Thank you, Maeve, for your hard work. I can do more with less with my spells. That's very, very cool. So that'd be good. So yes, but remember, specifically to Cass, if you are going to, I would recommend things like Scorching Ray. Once I discover what the best element is to use against a troll, then at that point all bets are off. I will announce it to the group. I'll be like, "What ho! I know what to do." I will get into position near the troll. As long as I'm within 20 feet, you should see the aura, and you should then be able to let loose with the power of God and anime.
Of Christ. It compels thee. Anyway, you all finish your breakfast. Archer cast water breathing on all of you, I believe it can get. Obviously Maeve technically doesn't need it, but it's fine. You can get all of you anyway. And you head over to the
As we're heading over, I'm just gonna ask. So last time I checked, because I think I know what actually made me ill. I think it was the mind watching back thing, the playback. I think that's what made me ill.
It must have been
motion
awful for you.
sickness.
But from what I can remember of that, wasn't the cavern like covered in lava? How is the little area underneath covered in water?
It was. I didn't get a proper look because it was at the edge of the range. We were able to get a better look today with Yumi. One thing I did have. One thing I forgot to mention. I also picked up divination as a ritual, so we could always. If you want to get in touch with Neve, we can now. I mean, we could always do it, kind of, but now we can do it a little easier with a ritual and 4th level spell. So
I think getting in touch with Neve is simple. Holds up the spear, confused.
It's if it ever became more difficult. If for whatever reason that the spear ran out. I don't know how.
I don't know how it works.
It wasn't purely for you that I took it.
No, obviously.
It's also a 4th level ritual, but it occurred to me that if you did want to speak to her, I know it must be difficult to be separated from those you're fond of. So, okay, but no, there was no lava. I don't know where it came from. I don't really know anything about that, but presumably it was what gave the troll its
immunity.
The elemental. Well, I really should have considered it as we entered, but we were eager and hadn't thought it through. So, anything you notice like that don't hesitate to announce it because it might. There may be some kind of transmogrifying aura in the. I don't know. Words.
So you make it to the dawn point. Also, the cave beneath the dawn point. Let me change the map.
Oh, can I have a new token for Yumi, please?
Oh god, yeah.
No.
Now, but just I have loads.
You have like 5.
Yeah, I will have 5 in a minute. I suppose I could actually just use the malevolence. I presumably won't be using it anymore.
Well, I don't want that to appear every time.
No, I can just change the picture, can't I?
Oh yeah, if you change the picture, that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Change your name. Is it YUMI?
Yeah.
Whew, there we know it's truly dead.
Yeah. For now. Anyway. Yeah, so you make it to the cave, and obviously it's the first time Pete's seeing this map.
It's the same map, but now without the lava, right?
Yeah, without the lava, without all the geothermal stuff.
And a hole in the middle.
The hole in the middle was technically there the whole time. But
True. But covered in lava.
yeah.
You can now see
without
the
all
hole in the
tents.
middle.
Yeah.
Without all the tents and stuff, yeah.
So you said that it takes about 5 seconds for something falling to actually hit.
For a 1 kilogram rock, it would take about 5 seconds to impact the water. Sorry, I'm only laughing at that because I had to calculate it last week, but they never actually did it. They never dropped anything, so I was annoyed about it, so I just kept mentioning it. Yeah.
But, so how far down does that make it?
I think Archeron managed to figure out it was about 400 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Then slow fall is not going to help me survive a drop down there.
No, but
I can.
We fall, so.
Yeah, so you can see, sort of, for anyone like sort of peering over the edge, there, for the bit that you can see before it gets sort of too dark, there is like some old-looking statues, that obviously too far to like make out any detail, but they do appear to be old, like stone. There are some bits around it, clearly from people who have like looked at it to try and figure out what it is. But Artron would know after the incident with the troll and all of that. It was the whole project was sort of abandoned, and people have not really come in here that much since. Yeah, you can also see. Obviously, it's not really on the map, but you guys would be able to see if I just like see like this. You can almost see the path down. If you can I not delete that now? Yeah, I can. Here you can see there's like a path.
Yeah.
You can make it down. It would be a few checks to make it down without any spells, but it's possible. And from last time, Artron would know that sort of after how far is it? About 150 feet down, maybe more like 200. There is like a few lights, of like some ever burning torches from like the old excavations. So there is light down there once you get far enough down.
Okay.
As a precautionary measure, I'm going to unclasp the beetle scarab thing from around the cloak. I will just remind you, no one's told Archon how good he looks, and Maeve did make this, so he's going to take it off, and he's going to like drop. It looks like he's just casually dropping, and as it drops like 50 feet, it kind of Autobot like reverts into like an actual flying scarab. It like stops in midair like it's a drone, and then just heads down at a more leisurely pace. And Archon will kind of describe. I don't think it really hugely matters in this instance what these statues look like, but we'll give a more full description of what I at a glance look like Incan or Mayan. Gods.
The map is a bit more, of that inspiration than I'd pictured, but I can't get it perfect. But they appear to be these very intricately carved faces with. They're not spikes or horns. They look almost fluid as you look at them. Obviously, they are stone, but almost like when you see the old like Roman or Greek statues that look so detailed that you can almost make out like the cloth moving. It's almost like that, but with either weird like tentacle bits jutting out, weird like behind the faces, weird almost markings, things like that. It's very confusing to look at, actually. But do you drop? Yeah.
Sorry, I was just going to say, can I make a informed history check onto the background for these weird statues? Have I ever seen anything similar?
I will say, yeah, roll me a history check. Very high DC.
I'll give myself guidance. Where are we? +9. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So
It's
that's
possible.
28. But
With
wait,
28,
there's more.
it's possible. Yeah.
But wait, there's more. That's a 30.
30.
In my head, I set the DC at 30.
Yeah.
A
near impossible
Real quick,
check.
Yeah.
Maeve can't compliment Archon because she made the cloak, and that would be like so fucking big.
Oh my god, Archeron, your cloak is so cool.
Yeah, I wonder
No,
who
what
made
you-
that.
what
Like,
you-
she
what you
can't
could
do
say
that.
is- What you can be is like, Archon, whatever you've done with your hair today really makes that cloak look awesome. Like he's just itching, waiting for someone to say. Because he can't see it. He hasn't seen it yet. He wants to see it with his own eyes. So.
You know how excited it is, so he doesn't compliment anyone.
He doesn't know
I
what's
hate
happening.
you guys so much.
I'm not angry with you. I'm not complimenting your looks.
You got
You can
Slab or Drag.
compliment Maeve on the design.
I don't know. Maeve did it.
Yeah, you do. You
At
gave her
least I don't think I
enhanced
would
ability
know
to
the
make
character.
it. You gave her
also
enhanced
I
announced
wasn't
ability to
there
make
for
it.
when she made the entire thing. I
No, I
left.
know.
I did other thing.
Anyway,
I went to buy armor.
yeah. Yeah, so with that 30 history check, which is crazy.
Incredible.
There's like only the slightest bit of like information pops in your memory to be like, is this the same thing? I think you've seen it twice. Both times were in memories of Mel and Layla. There was a black dragon that had weird tentacles.
Oh, yeah, right.
And the tentacles sort of behind the masks. It's hard to say match, because obviously it's a living thing versus stone. But it definitely feels not dissimilar.
Didn't that black dragon destroy a town or sink a town or something like that?
It was a black dragon that killed Mel and Layla one time, and
There was definitely something about
Yeah.
a town being
No,
swallowed,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there?
it didn't swallow a town. It
The sand swallowed it.
The sand swallowed it.
Sand swallowed a town. But this black dragon, you probably maybe would have seen other bits of it. Definitely had very powerful acidic, which could have melted buildings in seconds.
Yeah. Did we get the name of that at the time? Save me going through my
I don't
notes.
think you have. I
Okay,
don't know if you've got the
I-
name of the dragon.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Let
I know
me
it.
have a quick look.
But if you have
One
got
second.
it, I think I've said it before, but if you have got it, I don't think I've linked them officially.
Boon of the Valiant Emerald, yada yada yada, Gethin, yada yada yada.
Probably going back far.
Yeah, here we go. Direct Fun's book, yada yada yada. Ancient Dragon.
Wasn't there a book of
Nox.
ancient dragon?
Nox is a black dragon.
would
I'm
it-
not going to tell you.
Was that the one
Isn't it-
in the vision? Though?
You don't
We
know.
don't know. We don't know.
Well,
I think we made the
800 years ago.
yeah. I think we made a connection to it, but we weren't. We don't have 100% confirmation.
There's no one said that is that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I?
That's our
Ask out loud.
speculation.
Okay.
I mean, you can ask out loud, but no one knows. No
Okay.
one here knows.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna look for a little plaque that says Nox.
you
light.
spend hours looking at Fool and die. Do you send Yumi all the way down?
Yes, I was reading this. I don't know if this is a mission, but there is no practical limit on the distance this thing can travel in the stat block. I don't
is
know
true.
if you want to keep that, because there is no practical limit in the homunculus stat block either. However, don't worry about that, because I think at the edge of about 300 feet, when I start seeing the water, that's when Artron would be like. I think to be honest, what he's mainly looking for is a safe route down to the to the walkway rather than anything. It's jumping down 400 feet sounds cool, but I don't think I could do it.
Sort of as Yumi's looking around, obviously at the statues, going sort of looking like spinning around looking for the best way. There is like a semi-safe way down, like that path I pointed out, sort of gets down to one of these statues. You could be able to clamber down and get further. It would still be a check if you wanted to, but you think this is safe enough where like it's not too difficult. It would still require some finagling, but definitely can be done. And obviously, if anyone falls, better fall.
I suggest we all do it in one go. Can I? This is a question I had meant to ask you. Can I use my telekinetic ability to essentially rocket jump? I know we talked about that you didn't like the idea of Artron carrying himself via telekinesis, but can I like give myself a wee little boosty?
I mean, yeah. You could like throw yourself.
I guess I feel like it's just using the shove action on yourself instead of on a creature, right?
Well, no, it's the spell telekinesis, right?
Oh no, this is the feat. So I haven't got the spell telekinesis yet.
The feat you can boost yourself like 5 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I mean by rocket jump. Like,
sorry. Yeah. I mean, technically yes, but you wouldn't get much further than normal.
I feel like it'd be more like a TF2 crouch jump.
Yeah. It's like
a double jump.
It's like an old Pharaoh jump where you shoot at the ground.
Yeah.
Very niche, but
or with like Psalm 76 when you fire the thing at the ground and jump up.
Yeah, rocket jump. Yeah.
That is a rocket jump. Yeah.
But yeah, you can start making your way down.
Town.
So.
Down the road. Oh yes.
Down
the witch.
No, because you said making your way down.
Yeah.
Making your way downtown.
Question: So we're not gonna just jump in the pit blindly?
You can.
Simon, would you like to?
Yeah.
Of course.
If you are going to pay for the 300 diamond I'm going to waste on you.
I cast Featherfall on him.
Yeah.
You owe me 300 gold!
Does anyone else jump?
In a minute.
Did you cast it on everyone or just?
You can all. It's up to 5 falling creatures.
Yeah. So if 5 you want to go, you can.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
I'm gonna think about what Sidon said about sometimes you can just do things and jump.
Cass
Oh, by the way,
or
can I
save, shrug, and do
take
that
that
diver
back,
thing
by
where
the
you
way?
like fall backwards.
Yeah.
I just before I jump, I use my bonus action to billowing my cloak of billowing, and then I jumped up.
Yeah, that's a superhero landing.
Yeah.
What did Slab say?
I was going to say, is in like that Artron and Cass can jump on it, because remember I have the instrument that we talked about last
fly.
section.
Fly.
If you got, I mean, does Artron and Cass jump?
If everyone else is, then I think peer pressure would get to him. But I will remind you that is a hard limit. I cannot increase it by upcasting. So
if Sidon jumped off a cliff.
Well, no, it's not that. It's like it's like that joke in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like if Santiago jumped off a cliff, would you do it? It's like, well, if Santiago did it, I think she'd have made sure that it was safe to jump off that bridge. So yes, if Santiago jumped off a bridge, I think you should jump off a bridge.
Yes,
and so it was Diaz, wasn't it? Yeah.
Artron jumps as well. What about Cass?
Oh, I said what was it called? Scuba dived, like backwards. Fell into it.
Cool. Cass jumps. So Slab, you're there all alone with the cat.
You just fly.
Wait, the cat probably waited it back. Not the cat.
Porridge can bring the cat down, I think.
I don't think the cat wants to go in the water.
I like to imagine that Slap looks down at all of them and it says like, well, time to find a new adventure party.
Slap just leaves.
Slap can't fly.
Which I've been trying to say, but Discord's been cutting me out for some reason.
Yeah.
So you cast fly, and you go down.
Yeah.
Cool. So you all descend, and let me change the map.
Bang!
I've been
Yeah,
falling
you'll-
for 30 minutes.
Only a minute.
Well, the feather
Do we
fall, I
actually land-
assume. Like,
Featherfall
it's,
lasts
I assume
a
it falls.
minute. But it also specifies that you fall at a rate of 60 feet around. And so within a minute, we fall 600 feet. So if it's 400 feet deep hole, we've got plenty of time.
He's right.
Okay.
Dig a 4-foot hole.
Um,
How deep is that hole?
Yeah, so you you slowly descend, somewhat slowly, descend all the way down, and you can see as
It's that
you're going.
cutscene. It's the Featherfall cutscene from Baldur's Gate.
I've not seen that one because it's where the spiders are.
Oh, it is.
I've actually not done that one either.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about, but I can't do it. Even with mods, I never want to go down there. It's true.
I understand that. I don't like it either, but I can go through it because
No.
that necromancy thing is cool.
Yeah.
I know it is.
Necromancy of Fae.
Anyway, but yeah, as you're sort of descending, the sort of stone statues gives away to like these simple wooden beams that go along the wall. Clearly from like the previous excavation archaeology sort of activity here. You can see there are clear spots where the lava would have been, as parts of the walkways are like burned and melted. However, as you're descending deeper, you can clearly see these intricate carvings along sort of every surface of the wall. And obviously you sort of zoom past most of them and hit the water with a few splashes. I mean, actually, Slab can wait if he wanted to. But you sort of descend and you sort of see this yellow-orange light, which is it's more like white on the map, but I can change it.
How deep is the water?
It's probably another 30 feet deep.
Okay.
Oh,
So
so we
before
are
we
swimming.
get out of
Yeah, you are swimming.
Okay.
yeah, so before I get out of the pool, I'm just gonna read this thing. So I do need to check. If I can't, there is another way for me to do it, but I want to use Yumi to do it. Fly 40 feet. Would you say that he could like go underwater or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna send him looking. Well, is this scarab? I wasn't sure, so that's why I thought I'd ask. I'm not gonna send
I
porridge
don't
underwater,
have to
but
breathe. I'm also gonna swim down.
yeah, to
None
look
of
for
us have
shit.
to
Well,
breathe.
none of us have to breathe, but I just, you know, I imagine we gently land in the water.
don't have to breathe without the spell.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just
Just-
okay. If you, I'm fine. I was just going to send it down. So see if because we're all wearing clothes, and I didn't want to have to swim underwater in clothes and shoes. And my new
the
cape.
pattern that's on the floor, is that actually there?
Yeah, it's sort of you can see from that water line. That obviously all these carvings, like the veins almost of gold, throughout them. That does continue as you go, as you like look underwater. Obviously, it gets dark under the water, but it does continue, and there is clearly like markings at the bottom as well.
I'm going
I
to
am under the
cast
water.
light to get a better look, like on the water.
Yeah.
Can
It's like
I
an
make
anglerfish.
I don't know, maybe a religious check because this used to be a temple.
Let me look.
I was just doing the backstroke in the water while everyone has got out of the water.
Yeah,
Anna, you're
prestidigious
you're going
like
towards the
getting
wall.
myself dry.
Son!
I didn't
I
even
would
get
say-
in the water.
Oh yeah, you can fly. You just landed safely.
I will say this would be investigation rather than
Okay.
history, because you're not making out like religious things. You're just making out what the pattern is.
Yeah. Okay. I give
Any-
him
anyone can
guidance
make
to Drac.
Oh, thank you.
I'll give it a look. Yeah.
Ooh.
25.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, with a 25. So yeah, you can see that sort of looking. This sort of is in the water as well, but both like on the walls and in the water. These sort of winding shapes that sort of line literally every wall around you. It first appears just like random patterns that have no like rhyme or reason to them, almost like rivers. But as you're sort of looking and trying to make it out more, they appear more like swirling and moving worms or snakes, like clearly living, if that makes sense.
So they're actually moving in front of us now?
No,
Or
they're not actually
representative of-
moving, but
right.
there is that fluidity to them of something. And as you're looking with that 25, you can tell that they're not individual, like worms or snakes, but there is clearly like a central point, like one large sprawling being with hands, legs, tendrils that jut out from random bits of this thing's body.
Okay. So specifically, what was I should probably interrupt you, but specifically, what Archon's looking for via his various summons and visual aids was parts of the amulet.
Yes, I know
or,
you.
Or the cool shit at the bottom of it.
I assume that you can't see any of it here.
Cool.
Could be any cool shit. Yeah, I'll say sort of near the bottom of this bit of water with that 25, you find a small chip of like metal.
Okay.
And I assume you like pick it up and take it.
Oh, well, the familiar or the one of the things.
Yeah. And you sort of, as it comes out the water, and it's in one of your hands, it appears to be this very not bright. What's the word? Slightly
Shiny?
rusted. Shiny, thank you. Slightly rusted, but like the parts that aren't rusted are very shiny. It appears to be like solid platinum.
Oh.
Ooh, like a big
Okay.
clump of it, like an actual, or is it like a coin?
It's definitely not. It's not a coin. It's probably about the size of maybe like 2d20. So not like massive.
Not massive,
Well,
but
just
would it be
smaller than your
worth-
thumb, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it be worth like a lot of platinum? Like how
It
much
could
platinum
probably-
coins
like,
would this get? How
If
much
it
gold?
wasn't rusted, obviously you could probably very easily get rid of the rust and stuff.
Mending and presentation.
Yeah, something like that can remove it. But it could definitely, for the right person, like a good 20 gold, 30 gold.
So
that's like
you
3
said,
bits of platinum.
yeah,
but
you said it
if it
was like
was
a piece of
Yeah,
it.
go
Is
on.
it like a piece of something?
It looks like it chipped off something.
Okay.
You would no way to figure out what the
Yeah.
bigger piece is, but it definitely looks like it was chipped from something.
Cool. I'll
Are we
I'll
gonna
announce
find
this
a
to the group.
mountain of platinum here?
Well,
That'd be great.
I think it's part of he gestures around, perhaps part of a ceremonial item or part of a larger piece of cool stuff. But yes,
Can everyone but Archeron make me a history check?
oh,
Well, I was
And
about
you know
to.
my question about
Wrong
that?
book.
Everyone but Archeron.
Guidance.
Well, there is
to,
something I actually
next one.
want
Okay,
to.
go on, before.
Nope, never mind. Up to the
before-
next. Up to the...
Pete, what were you gonna say?
Well, when Archon says ceremonial and piece of platinum, right? I go into my bag and I pull out the old platinum hilt.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a similar type of...
Obviously, you roll the one on your chair.
I did
but-
roll one on my check,
I
but I
know,
was
it's
about
fine,
to ask
it's
this
fine,
first.
It's fine, but you figured it out before.
I figured it out before you asked it.
So I'll say Maeve with the 26, then Sidon because Pete figured it out, then Drac are like, hold on a second. You pull out the ceremonial like dagger hilt, and it does not fit anywhere, but it matches the design.
what's
Like
this
is
dagger?
Like,
Oh,
This is in character because I
Yeah.
James
yeah.
on there.
Remember when you were like in the library? You were looking at the books with the with the big robot dude. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
The archivist.
The archivist. Yeah. And we went into the basement essentially and did a bunch of stuff with a guy who's part of a cult. We
Oh, of course,
found-
the fella who in the green. whose name
Yeah.
we met one of his associates not long after. Yes, I do remember.
Well,
I remember it not well.
I found
Brendan.
this. I found this hilt. It's made of platinum. I was planning on selling it, but I kind of just let it sit in my bag for a while. I'm glad I didn't sell it. But it has a similar design.
Could I do at the time? Did you get information about this thing? Do you want to know more about it? Is what I'm asking.
You got very little.
Very
information
little.
about
It was
it.
all I
Okay.
know. It was like probably part of a ceremonial item. I can't remember the. I can't remember exactly the. I can't remember the exact design on it. Was it like a snake
There it
on
is.
it, or?
Hold on, I'll send it. It's not
Yeah.
perfect. I put it in general.
If
Can I make a
well,
religion check on the
Hold on.
dagger?
let's have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like everything there that is like that silver color is pure platinum.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um,
Interesting. Okay. Poseidon.
I'm trying to find.
It's.
Yeah, so I think you figured out that it wasn't magical.
Yeah, it wasn't magical, and I
yeah.
was genuinely planning to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well-
I think I described it as handle of the small blade. Looks like silver, but you figure out it's platinum. You couldn't really get much more than that because it looks like if you look at like the top of it, where a blade would be, there is like an indent for where you'd like place a blade. But you never found a blade for it. Or anything.
Does this chipped little bit of rusted piece of platinum? It's similar design.
Yeah.
Does it look like this could be like the top end of the blade? You said it didn't necessarily fit in. So would this be like the top end of a blade?
Looking
or?
at the corners of it, like the corner of the actual big piece that you have, as well as the small chip, it looks like, if anything, it matches the. If you look at like the bottom of this weapon, where there's like the triangle, like the pommel, it matches like the corner of it matches that, like it's a second version, like a secondary one of this, one secondary dagger.
Okay.
And like the bit that you have, it like when you can see the design like overlapping, it looks very similar. Like there can be multiple.
If you would like, so not now. When we're out of this miserable pit, I will take this to the library and see if I can find anything about it. If you'd like, and if not, then
go for it.
yeah, excellent. Excellent.
So I'll
Interesting.
give
Interesting.
Simon,
I wish I'd been with you. That sounds an interesting side adventure. However, I was, as you say,
It wasn't
was
just
alright.
a one-off. I had stuff for it.
It was an alright adventure. I
all right. Okay.
I pressed buttons and people got mad at me.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I think it's because you were by yourself at that point.
I wasn't. I had Cass with me.
Anyway,
Okay. Well. Anyway, moving onwards. Is this light thing here? Is that
this thing.
this bit? Yeah. Is that the outside or is that not?
No,
natural
so
light?
it's more of like a yellowy orange light in the game. I just couldn't find.
Would
the
you
exact
describe
yellow.
that light as somewhat lavary?
Somewhat fiery.
Fiery. Okay. Okay.
Could I tell the difference?
Fiery.
Okay. Well, onwards we go.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
remember all.
Wait, before we go forward, Archon, do you still have the necklace?
Yes, of course.
Can I have that for how long does it take to cast locate object? Hold on.
It's just an action.
Can you hand it over for 6 seconds?
Okay, but I'll be counting. Yes, of course. He takes it off gingerly. He's not reluctant to hand it to you, just reluctant to hand it over. Full stop. Turn it over.
Yeah, I'm going to cast locate object on the thing and see if any of its parts are within what was it, 1,000 feet?
1,000
I think
feet.
it was. Yeah.
Do you get to know the exact?
I think it's like a ping, isn't it?
You know the direction. Since the direction of just within 1,000 feet of you.
And you know that it's movement if it's moving, but
Yeah.
it'd be like north, south, east, west, up, down,
Yeah.
left, right.
So you can sense the other 2 beds.
Oh.
Essentially through this wall.
Okay. I'm going to give
like
that
100 feet in that
information.
direction
So
through the wall.
what I know, it's
Gonna blow a
on
hole
the side
in
of the wall,
wall.
or what I think is like literally like here somewhere on the wall hanging.
No, you would
Through
sense
the
it's
light.
through the wall. I'm just trying to get about the angle. It'd be
Yeah,
probably
okay.
about 100 feet through here.
Yeah,
So-
I'm going to give that information to the rest.
So you can make out that we've got to go through the opening in the wall.
So
I
if
think
you,
we blow a new hole in the wall.
so do you think you can beat your way through the wall?
You do have a new
Cool glove.
Yeah.
I would love to try and break through the wall.
Beat that meat through the wall, Sidon? No. Let's go through the crack. Oh my god. Everything I say. No.
So you all head into the crack.
Not
Flying
everyone at
fools.
once.
Yeah.
So you will wade through a little bit of the water, and then
Does Slab
Ed.
still have enough flight to fly over the water so he doesn't get wet?
No,
10 minutes.
it's
Yeah,
not.
unless you
Because
killed the spell,
it depends on how long it took us to get down.
you probably would have been
Not
fine.
long.
You would have near the end of the
Less than a
spell
minute.
because you were looking around for a bit.
Yeah.
I can see Slab like flying, touching his hand through the
I will say,
water.
I'll say you have like a minute of the spell left.
You're
you can
all
still
wet.
fly around a bit. Yeah. So you sort of head through from the light, and it's almost like not blinding, but it's a bit of like a harsh change to it.
Not for me. I'm already blind.
That's true. Yeah.
How
so you-
how squeezy is this?
it's
crack
not
in the
too
wall?
bad. Like it's big enough for you to, you can probably go.
Yeah.
three
Can I walk like a normal person, or do
Easily.
I have to
easily.
leave?
You can
Okay.
walk easily. It's probably like 15 feet high.
Okay.
And you can probably walk like 3 of you across. But yeah, you sort of head through, and very quickly the tunnel sort of opens out after about 30, 35 feet. It sort of turns around a little bit and opens out into a much bigger room. There are it's tall, and you can see the occasional pipe that would have been for like the geothermal farm of what it used to be. There are these high sort of ceilings with these jagged rocks. Some hang down, some of them hang up stalagmites and stalactites. But the thing that you mainly notice is down at the bottom, slightly below where you guys are, is a huge pit, not of lava or fire, though it's definitely warm and carries that same energy as fire. It looks like a portal. And standing by that portal are 2 armored, stocky armored creatures with these long halberds and strange golden masks.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And 1 very large fiery troll. And that's where I'll take a break. Jumping back in, let me change the map.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
big portal. All right, so
I'm
Careful
grabbing
you don't get
inside the
pushed
please so that
in.
he doesn't run off.
careful you don't get pushed into the portal.
Oh,
No.
right, okay.
Please don't jump into the portal.
Oh, it's only 2 Marigons, okay. Okay, so
I
what
beg
order
of
did
you.
we come in on? What order did we and who was the first
Well,
to see this?
in the previous map, I was at the front, so I assume I
Yeah, I think it
got in
was
first.
Sidon, Cast, Drak, and Slap next to them, and then Archon and then Maeve, I think. I'm not sure.
Well, you guys want quiet, so
Yeah, I know.
there's no stealth here.
No. So the reason I asked the order was just because I think there would for Archon there would be like a reaction.
I do think Archon was at the back there.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. So like he would probably see it via one of his many fucking menagerie of viewing aids at this point, and then just like freeze for a split second. And like, if you ever had that thing where you're walking behind someone in the street and they fucking stop. He's like, oh, Jesus, you prick! I just imagine that.
You get brake checked in real life.
Yeah. And so whatever poor sausage is behind him, like fucking rear ends him. As he sees this thing, and there's a moment of panic, anger, fear, resolve. And then fireball.
Destruction. If you all want to roll initiative for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's horrible. It's a
Good
7. Why?
I don't know if you guys can move those tokens. I just placed them down because I wanted you guys to know where you were.
Yeah, I can do mine.
Oh,
Ooh,
do you
we've
guys
got
mind
some-
if we activate the thing right away? The
The
group,
burn.
the blessing?
Yeah, the new one because it's a really good
Well,
one.
Yeah.
Oh, where's
Is
my
Cass
Discord?
okay
There it
with
is.
that? Like
Oh,
channeling
that's
the
not
power
okay
of the
with
Oh,
that.
devil?
that's amazing.
Cassie character has. Good question. I haven't thought about that.
Well, it's like a best of. Like you guys could like.
Oh,
yeah.
we
Apparently,
it was-
Solicitor's light just ain't good enough. What can you say?
Wow.
Well, to be fair, so we were made. We were made
I would like
perfectly
to fireball
clear.
Archon.
We were made perfectly clear that the boon of the Red Hunt was not attached to any deals with devils.
That's true.
No, just
It
the devil
is.
himself.
Well, he just said it's like a gift, and he made it perfectly clear. No signage, no nothing. It's all above board apparently. So,
Hey, I'm not
okay, I'll
disagreeing.
say like
I'm happy
this.
to use it. I'm happy to
It's
use
what
I
it.
you
really
call
want
Cass
to.
fan
herself
service.
is not going to activate that thing ever, but she's not going to stop the group from doing it.
It
because
is
it's an
a
advantage
group
in
thing.
combat.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
life
I
or-
mean,
literal life
She's
or
not going
death
to do it
situation.
herself.
Yeah. Well, there is 6 of you. So I need a majority.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and one of the greatest things about it is that the fire damage bonus ignores resistances and immunities.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So you guys activating it.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So as you sort of move into strike position, as I'll call it,
We get 10 HP as well.
you sort of begin to move forward, and Drac, you sort of feel there's like a brief moment where your eyes glaze over red, and you just hear the voice of Mr. Wright go, "Well, at least it came in handy." And you feel this energy. It sort of moves out from Drac to all of you, and you all gain that 10 HP and
Oh yeah, this is
1d4
great.
1d4 bonus to your damage rolls, which is fire damage. Let's begin. Going first is one of the Marigons, weirdly.
What's your dex, Drac?
20.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right,
His
then.
main stat.
Dax goes ahead of
Cool.
Drax goes ahead of me.
That must have hurt.
It did a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it did a little bit.
Cool. So one of the Marigons turns around, and you can see that. I'll just send the image because they are awful looking. It turns around, and you just see that weird mask, and obviously it's carrying a halberd, but you see it like puts it onto the ground, James, and pulls out a 2-handed heavy crossbow, and goes to fire it at the closest person, which is Sidon. However, you can see it's got a what's it called? I'm trying to think of the word. Rope attached to it with a barbed tip, as it goes to try and hit you.
Okay.
Oh, like a harpoon.
Oh, so wait, which one's attacking me? Is it this one?
The guy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm going to use my flare, so he has disadvantage.
Okay. Sorry, my brain was trying to figure out what that meant for a second.
Yeah, no worries.
14. That's a miss. So it goes to hit you, and it sort of fires and impacts the wall, sort of just above where Slab is, like hovering slightly from the fly. And it gets like stuck, so it like has to take most of its turn to like rip it out the wall, and it just looks at all of you, grabbing the halberd again, and it's like it's ready. And that is its turn. Drac, it's you.
So I'm guessing we can't jump down from the ledge.
It is a 15-foot drop.
Oh, I'm definitely
Wait,
jumping down
shouldn't
off the ledge.
Featherfall still be active?
Nope, Featherfall ends when you hit
Very
the
last
ground.
minute.
It is a
Oh.
reaction though, so and it isn't.
So you could do it
concentration.
again, but it's a 15-foot
But it's a
drop now.
15-foot drop. I can land that easy.
Good for you, buddy.
Slow fall.
So if I've jumped it, I'm gonna get
You will take
hurt.
some damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be what?
1d6.
If you jump, I will cast Featherfall on you. Don't worry.
Okay, then I jump.
Cool. Cool.
How'd she
You,
catch me?
you run and jump, and you get hit by the Featherfall. I assume, Archer.
Yeah. So it will affect everyone bar Slab again. So.
Okay.
Oh, in fact, no.
No.
Everyone
Then it
bar
affects-
Sidon, sorry, Sidon.
Yeah.
I actually think Featherfall, the person has to be falling for it to work. So I
Yeah,
think it
but
can
I
only
assume
get
Drac.
I
Oh,
mean,
does it?
Drac jumps. I mean,
Oh yeah.
so like you can't get everyone who's already
Oh, I see
standing
what you
there
mean,
because
yeah,
they
okay.
are
Yeah.
not falling.
Okay,
But yeah,
right.
go for it, Drac.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move over here.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
as you get within its melee range, it's going to make a halberd attack against you.
Yeah,
19.
that is my armor class.
So you take 7 points of slashing damage. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see, then I have 3 10 left. So, then, bonus action. Jesus Christ. I need to find it. There. So I'm gonna pull out the blood rapier and the bone sword and activate the both rights on them. So one is lightning, the other one's cold.
Cool.
Then I take 6 damage, I mean. Jesus Christ, this was so long ago.
Haven't been in combat in a while.
Yeah. So, bear with me.
Does it bear with you?
Does it bear with you?
Yeah.
Get out of my head.
Fuck you, Matt. I beat you.
There we go, and yeah, let's fucking attack that thing.
Go for it.
So, 25.
25 will definitely hit.
And 7 piercing, 1 crimson, and
Oh yeah, fire.
yeah,
So
is it
It's a D4.
cool?
So that's
1d4, 2 fire
nice.
damage.
let's
which
ignore the
resists-
fire immunity.
Yeah. Yeah, we go again.
Go for it. 20 hits.
And
wow,
8
nice.
piercing, 4 crimson. Like
Wow.
that is lightning.
Cool, that's fine.
And that fire thing is once per
No,
turn, right?
every hit.
Oh, every hit. Cool. So 3.
Very nice.
And then I can't really do anything else, I think. Nope, that's my turn.
Cool. Sidon.
Yeah. So Sidon's going to jump off the cliff.
Mhm.
Now I just have to check. I'm pretty sure slow fall is a reaction. It's not just something
It
that
is a
happens.
reaction. I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I use my slow fall reaction. As I'm like falling off the cliff, I activate my key and I get my glowing marks around me, and I sort of run up and I spin the spear and just sort of jam it into him.
Go for it, make me an attack roll.
20.
A 20 does hit.
Nice. Doesn't matter which one I press.
God. Is it 1 or 2-handed?
It's one-handed, so 13.
So 13.
Wait, why is it done?
I think you just clicked it twice. Because it's
Oh
11.
no, it's doing the 2
full,
extra
yeah.
fire damage, which is that's just basic, isn't it? I don't need to add anything for that.
God, I can't remember. It's been so long since I've
yeah.
looked at this.
As a bonus action, you can invoke the spear's power causing divine flame to around it. You get resistant fire damage. And...
Oh, wait, that fire damage also is immune, so.
Oh, yeah, he's immune to that fire damage, but he's not immune to this fire damage.
It's going to be 2. Sorry.
That's funny.
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. So I hit him with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And as I pull the spear out, I swing forward with my now gauntleted hand.
I'm going to punch him.
I'm going to punch him.
Let's fucking go.
An 18 meter beats it.
Dope.
So you get a charge.
I'll add the charge to it. So I'll use 1 charge. And this is going to be force damage. So that's 6 plus, so 6 force.
Nice.
6 lightning.
Nice.
And 1 fire.
Cool. He's looking kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Then bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of like, as I hit that, I stab the spear into the ground behind me. And come in with a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
So attack once, 21.
Hits.
Force damage. 6.
Don't need the second attack, he's dead.
Oh.
So as you punch this thing, sort of like in the sort of stomach area, you go straight through the metallic armor, and as you sort of pull your hand out from the point that you impacted it, it sort of begins to burn up and melt away into like ash as it is gone.
Does he get a charge from that flurry of blows?
I would, but I didn't use it. I didn't use it. So
you gain 1.
Yeah, you gain another one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I thought it was just Okay, I misread it then, because I just assumed like you could use a charge.
So I can make it so you start with 0. The item starts with 0. Each time you hit, you gain 1 charge.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm back up to 1 charge.
Yes.
Right. Cool. Dope. How much movement did I use? So I know the cliff is about 15 foot.
I would say you have enough to get to the troll if you wanted to.
Cool. Yeah.
You probably couldn't get to the other guy, but you can get to the troll.
Yeah. So I'll run over to the troll. And
you see this towering, like, 17-foot troll with this, like, pinkish reddish skin with this sort of red fur, and it looks down at you and just goes
meat's back on the menu, boys.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Unironically, the voice I had prepared.
Where is it?
He's speaking common?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got a lot of things here.
Simon does have a lot of things on his sheet.
It's all feats.
Yeah. Well, it's Fire Blow, so it's just a second attack.
I thought Sidon was
I'm just trying to look at
bipedal.
That's true. You think?
How is it? Is this troll huge?
This troll is huge.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that then. But what I am going to do is, as I run up,
huge.
I'm going to like jump forward, sort of Superman punch with the gauntlet. And I'm going to make it a forceful attack if I can.
Okay.
So, yikes, that's 15.
A 15 misses, unfortunately.
Damn. He still takes modifier damage from
He
the
does.
forceful attack, which is a 4.
So you go to punch forward and hit it. It grabs your hand, but some of that like static kinetic energy still impacts and does a bit of damage. 4 points of damage. Oops.
Would that be classed as the weapons damage or from the modifier? Because if so, it is force damage.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter either way. Your attacks are magical.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it takes that damage, and is that your turn?
As I land, I just sort of flourish and bring my spear back to me, which I left stabbed in the ground. And yeah, that is my turn.
Okay, so on initiative count 20. After your turn, Sidon, can I have Drac and Sidon make me what is it? It's good for you two. It's dex saves. 2 people with the best decks in the party.
18.
17.
17. Nice. So you only take half of this. I think Sidon takes nothing from evasion.
Oh!
Do monks get evasion at this level?
Monks get evasion, yeah.
I know they get it eventually, but I don't remember when.
Yeah, no, I've got evasion. It was the most recent. It was my most
However,
recent
is that
thing.
react?
Oh, nice. Evasion isn't a reaction, no, it's just a free thing.
Yeah.
Son, you take none of this. However, Drac, you do take half of that. So you take 5 points of fire damage. As this portal. Sorry?
I'm just dodging fire.
As this portal sort of flares up, and sort of everyone within this sort of vicinity at the bottom takes an amount of fire damage, and it's like slightly burned, and you watch it sort of go to like a low hum again.
Just check. Was that
Jesus Christ,
was that
that's
fire
hot.
rolling
What the fuck?
across the floor, or was it everywhere?
It was anything in a radius of the portal. So it was like it like moved up a bit to like hit those two essentially. Let me. Cool. It is now the troll's turn. As that sort of fire moves out, it turns to obviously Sidon, who was the one that hit it last time.
I don't want to play. I don't want to pay the troll toll.
He's gonna get into the boy's hole.
Can I just say, if people haven't seen Always Sunny, we sound insane. But it like goes to start making.
I haven't seen it. I think it's funny either way. So
It goes to make attack with Sidon, but looks up to you, Archeron, and says, "Here to watch more of your friends burn."
Sorry. Some of your friends. Sorry, you caught me on a Wednesday thing because I was planning my turn. I was looking at my spells. Archeron is usually in this instance would be frozen in like terror. You've seen him react poorly to things before. However, in this instance, he is not frozen in terror. He is filled with a grim resolve, as like I would say, like the fire sparks from his eyes. I will say the fire sparks from the front of what are actually now canonically sunglasses. I forgot to change them back. But yeah, Archeron holds onto his book, like scowls down at the general area of where the trolls comes from, and he's going to respond with something along the lines of, "My friends will burn you from this place."
Good luck with that, boy. And it's gonna go and make some attacks on Sidon. Starting off.
Oh yeah,
with,
fuck Sidon up. He loves it.
with a claw attack. 20.
Oof.
That will hit.
what is your AC, Sidon?
17.
So I can use my what's it called again? Curse of the Eyeless.
This never works for me. Let's see if it works for you.
You
Never.
just stopped cheating, haven't you?
It's never come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take an amount of damage, and you can roll a d6, I believe it is. And
Yeah, I'm just gonna find it.
It's the reaction. Broadcast the Eyeless. Blood Curse of the Eyeless. When you see a creature within 30 feet of you make an attack, you can use your reaction to roll a d6, subtract the result from the creature's attack roll. You can choose to do this after the creature rolls. Yeah.
Oh, so I don't take damage.
Yeah, you do. You still take the d6. All of those blood curses mean you take a d6.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you take a d6, and then... So you roll the d6 for your damage, and then roll the d6 for the reduction.
Oh, 1d6. So I
Five,
take
so you take 5. Let's see if it would... You need 3 or more. No, 4 or more. Never works! Haha! So as it goes to hit Side and Jack, you go and attempt to use this blood curse to like make its eyes fog over, but it manages to like hit through it. You see, yeah.
Can I just ask a quick question of reactions? How does reactions work? Because I use my reaction on
Get
my
it back
turn.
to the top of your turn, so you don't have one.
I don't have one. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure on that.
Cool. So it goes to hit down, and Side, you're expecting like a massive strike on you, but it just goes and grabs you, and you are grappled and restrained.
Oh,
It's
not
claw.
restrained.
Yeah. It's got you there.
Hate restrained.
Um,
That's the worst one.
it is the worst one. So what it's gonna
just grapple and poison me, and I'll take that instead.
and then
If I can
it's
still
going.
move, it's all good.
It's gonna make a second claw attack on you with advantage, because you're restrained. Nat 20.
I
I heard
could have done
it.
this last turn, but I was like waiting to see what Drat did, and I was like, but I'm going to Silvery Bob's like.
You guys never let me have fun. So I mean, I won't.
Loved
This is the second one. 17 hits.
Hits,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not a crit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hits,
but I'm
not
going to
a
give
crit.
advantage to Maeve.
Nice.
Thank you.
So you take 13 points of slashing,
Okay.
and 7 points of fire as the claws burn into you.
Ooh.
Then it's going to make a bite attack.
Oops, I set that wrong.
It's going to make a bite attack against you with advantage. 13 misses, I assume.
Yeah, 13 misses.
And then, as a bonus action, you watch as, starting from like its jaw and its mouth, it begins to heat up as it catches fire. So, Simon, you do take another 6 points of fire damage, and you are on fire.
Shit!
And then it's not going to move too much. However, it does toss you to the other claw, and you are dangling over the fire.
Fire
Move,
portal,
like-
right?
Fire portal.
Okay.
Like that's better.
Well, one is like death, one is painful but alive and in another dimension. But you know.
And that is his turn. Maeve, it's you.
Well, sorry, Maeve. I was just gonna check while restrained. Can I still make attack rolls or
Still make attack, you just have disadvantage.
Yeah, cool. Making sure. Sorry.
It's
It's alright. Archon said that Psychic would be okay against this thing, right?
He assumes he knows force works, but I'm not. That's the only one I know for sure.
Okay. Can I get an intelligence saving throw? From
I
the
know what you're
troll?
gonna do. This is Psychic Lance.
No, this is Synaptics.
Oh, okay. So that's is a ranged. I think it has more than one target.
Oh my god!
It's
will you
area of
stop?
effect,
It's air
isn't it?
effect.
Yeah, but can't I get it? So it's. Hold on, let me get my measuring
It's
tool.
just
out.
the guy.
Well, you can get the troll and the other Maragon. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, I'll do.
Synaptic static.
So
20-foot
that-
radius sphere.
Taxter!
Like
that.
Yeah. Each creature within the range. Yeah, 86 psychic. So yeah, intelligence save for him
And
and
it
the
just
Maragon.
misses me, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, okay.
18. He's only got a +1.
Is that from the troll?
That's for the troll. And then the Maragon, 3.
Okay, well the Maragon
Does
explodes.
anyone have silvery barbs that hasn't used
Not
it
on-
already?
No, I wasted my reaction on one
Oh.
feather fall.
Yeah,
He
and
still takes half.
Cashew's reaction. Warden flare.
28. Okay, so this guy, Maragon, takes the full damage and is. What's the wording on it? Modeled Thought subtracts a d6 from attack rolls and ability checks, as well as con saves. This guy
Nice.
takes 14, and he's alright. Is that your turn? Anything else?
I am trying to play, but I'm
Yeah, I
getting
can hear him.
absolutely savaged by a dog. Bonus action. I'm gonna. Ow! Can I get a. Ow! Fuck, he's biting my hand, I'm sorry. Can I get a.
It's the troll toll.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have good con, but can I get a con save off the troll, please?
Yeah. 27.
Fuck's sake. Never
You should
mind.
call that. What's this for?
Grasp of the Grey.
Well, that still does stuff when he succeeds, remember?
On a fail, the creature is restrained by grey hands until the end of your next turn. On a success, their movement speed is halved until the end of your next turn, and they take an extra 6.
Well,
Nice.
it's a d6 every time they take an across.
Okay. Well, ow! Please. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Archeron.
Yeah, the dogs are really on one tonight. My dog's just like barreling around the house like a complete sack of arse.
Zoomies,
Okay,
man.
Zoomies. Archeron is going to do something that no wizard has ever done before, right? Strap yourself in, guys. Things are going to get fruity. He's going to use what?
I was going to say, is it like no warlock has ever done before? Eldritch Blast.
No. It's better than that. So he's going to use a feat that he's rarely had opportunity to use. I think he's used it once so far, which is Speedy Shape Changer, which is a feat that he picked up in the Court of the Fae, which allows him to cast transmutation spells with a time of 1 action as a bonus action. However, he's not going to do that. He's going to use the spell to cast a bonus action spell and then another leveled spell after it. So he's going to turn round to his 2 flying friends, Yumi and Porridge. He's going to use his cloak to twin cast Dragon Breath at 4th level.
Jesus, okay.
On each of them to channel force damage, because he has that at 4th level. I'm just going to make double sure. Yeah, I've got that at 4th level. So each one of them on their turn, and they each technically get their own turn, will use their action to do 5d6 force damage. That's his bonus action. On his actual action, so I just need to mark off all of my resources, because now Archeron needs a nap. He is going to, again at a 4th level, drop a fireball on top of the troll, but obviously it's not going to be a normal. This isn't your mother's fireball. This is an Archeron special. He's dropping on top of him. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for magical bludgeoning damage. So it's basically like just like a shock wave. He's dropping between the two. Yeah, it's basically dropping a magical. Like the fireball expands into fire and it just drops. No, it's 4th level. It's one of the homebrew ones. I think it's the Charge of the Cavalry or something. I get like cold and bludgeoning from it or something like that. But magical bludgeoning is one of the least resisted things in the game, because only one person gets it, and it is Barbarians Raging. Okay, so he's going to drop.
For a second, I read the Maragon and thought it did, but it's not magical.
No.
I was just reading the
I don't think any monsters get it, because it's all bludgeoning and piercing and stabbing that from non-magical sources or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's 2 4th level spells, 1 feature, and 1 item charge. 4 item charges from that, because it's 4th level spell. So for these 2 guys, I'm going to position it in a similar place. Yeah, so the troll and the Maragon are affected. Sidon isn't, because he would. He is he's resisted. So I need a dexterity saving throw, please, against a 4th level fireball, which is 96.
Dex save for the troll. 8.
Yeah.
Dex save for the
weirdly
Maragon 6.
Okay,
Nice.
so that is 33 bludgeoning damage to them both.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Maragon dies.
Yeah.
It had 32 hit points.
Okay, so what happens next is the porridge
second.
flies over.
So yeah, as you launch the rock at them, hold on, let me just remove the hit points for control. As you launch the magic rock at them, it hits like a bit of the shot, impacts the Maragon, and you watch from each of the splinters of it, it just burns away from it, and it just falls to the ground, leaving only the mask on the ground. Yeah, go for it.
So these are technically happening on 2 turns. So it's 2
I
separate
didn't even
creatures
get
doing it.
turn. Yeah.
Pardon?
I feel bad for the
They're
Maragon, didn't get turn. I think I did. But...
I mean, he rolled 4.
Oh, sorry. Let me just see. The Maragon has magic resistance. Let me see if it lives. No,
I
keep
do
going.
have silvery barbs.
It was just seeing I had advantage
Yeah.
on the charge.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's still
Yeah.
there.
So the Yumi is getting closer. So Porridge is flying well above this guy, and they're both going to breathe down. Let's fuck it. It's force. So they're basically like, I don't know. They just like. Have you played Marvel vs. Capcom 3 when Deadpool would yell like he'd yell something like "ow," grab the speech bubble and hit him with it? Basically that
that's
happens.
level 3. Yeah.
Yeah, at 4th level, so this is 5d6. He has to make 2 more dexterity saving throws.
Okay, hold on.
So 5d6 from the first one. I'll just roll as acid, but it's force. 23.
19 and 4. So
Okay.
the first one is a success, I assume.
Yeah, I'm going a 19. Would you 19? I'll silvery bob's the first one.
Jesus. Okay. Before you roll, can I just see what? Can I just do this quickly? So first one isn't a lot. Okay, they both fail.
Yeah. Okay.
So 23.
23 for the first one, and the second one is.
Just...
This is an awful lot of damage.
Yes, James. I'm gonna kill them both.
And the second one is 1 second. Sorry, I'm just, I've scrolled off it. This is a very satisfying spell combination. I cannot express how fun this is to roll. A 19.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So that's what was that in total? 33 plus 23 is 56 plus 19 is 75
Something,
damage.
yeah. Nice.
Not including the Maragon.
Yeah. That's
Nice. So Artron is gonna do all that. It's like, fucking, his head, like his eyes are backlit by the fire. Oh wait, one moment, I forgot something. 3d4 because all my attacks do damage.
None of those. What?
Because of the fire thing.
We just say if it's on attacks or on damage.
They're all attacks, aren't they?
No, they're not. They're all saves.
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
It says 1d4 bonus to damage rolls.
I will say. You've already done enough damage. I'm gonna say it's on attacks. That was the way I pictured it, so I'll say it's on attacks.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I just hadn't worded it like perfectly.
No, that's. I think when I discussed it, it was alright. Like,
it was like I said, scorching ray. It's like
scorching ray stuff like that. That's
Eldritch Blast, scorching ray. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make a huge amount of difference in this instance anyway. But yeah,
No,
3d4. Okay, cool. So yeah, Archon stood there like backlit. His you can't see his face. It's all like lit from underneath. There's this look of like absolute like just grim determination as he says to the troll, you have one chance, let him go. Wait, let me word this properly.
Don't let me go.
Put him down gently.
No, anyway.
Put him down gently and we'll make this quick.
No.
Thank you.
Your turn.
Okay. Sorry, my dude, I tried.
Slap.
So good, as long as it didn't let me go inside the portal.
There was one last thing as well. Sorry, I meant to ask how far down is the portal? Like, if say hypothetically Sidon were to be dropped, how long would he fall for before he hit the top of the portal? Do we know?
From the arm of the troll,
troll?
10 feet. 10 feet, probably from where he's holding him.
10 feet. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool. That's fine.
there's an issue about 4 foot drop
Essentially
before he
instantly.
actually hits it.
Okay.
Yeah. the troll's holding him like his hand is like 10 feet up. Simon's like foot is probably 5 feet from the portal, 4 feet from the portal. It's pretty close. Slab, what are you doing?
Right. How hurt is he looking, by the way?
I mean, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah.
He's not looking too bad. Like, pretty, like, trying to think of a way without just giving you the hit points. He might be able to take that again.
Hey, that's cool. I can do that again.
Okay, I'm just saying. Don't be a bitch about it.
I'm just looking at this. I'm thinking, right. You know how he's Simon's grappled over the portal?
Yeah.
And the troll's not doing it?
Yeah.
Can I cast Levitate on Sidon?
You could. It means if he dropped him, he wouldn't fall.
That's what I'm
He'd still
thinking.
he'd still be held.
Yeah, he'd still be
if he-
held, but...
Yeah, he wouldn't fall.
Because I do have that as another thing to use for my instrument.
You could do that.
Would that class as a spell usage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure because it would be in a charge from the actual instrument.
No, it does count. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. From an item, it still counts as like using a spell that turn.
Yeah,
But
so I
it,
won't
but
be
it
able to
doesn't
cast
take
back
it
to
off
healing.
your.
Doesn't
No,
take
it
it
doesn't-
It's not a spell slot.
That's what I thought he was
No.
asking about.
Yeah.
No, it was more as like I can't then I can't use another spell on top of that.
Yeah.
But I
I
can
mean,
use cantrips,
sometimes item if you have a bonus action cantrip, yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes items will specify whether it uses spell slots or not. For most of the ones that I make, and I think that one it's just charges from the item.
Because obviously I don't know what Troll's going to do, but what I'll do to begin with then is I will cast Levitate on Sidon to keep him
Okay, that's fun.
to keep him
I actually
out.
really like that. Yeah.
Using obviously the charge. Yeah.
I'll do that for levitation because it looks like God rays. funny.
And then I will also give him her bardic.
Okay.
Just essentially is like, I've gave you an opportunity not to fall in this pit. Beat him up now.
Cool. You probably will have to move to like here to get those effects, but you can obviously move back afterwards if you want
Yeah,
to.
and then move back.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Cass, it's you.
Yeah. How hurt is Sidon?
I'm alright. For once.
He is on fire.
Okay. How's Drac?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't think Drac took any. He took only damage seconds from himself.
Yeah, the fire
sorry.
thing.
Oh, the Marigon
fire-
did like 7.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Oh, the fire did like 5. Yeah, he's taken 12 damage. I think probably about 15 from himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I get an attack. I'm going to use my Blessing of Gold and add 48 to this, and I'm going to cast Flaming Strike on the dude.
Is that fire?
It's
Yeah.
fire and radiant.
Yeah.
Flame Strike is half fire, half radiant.
Half fire, half
Yes.
radiant, yeah.
So I need a DC 18 deck save.
Jesus. 2. I
Okay,
think
so
he
if he fails, he
He does
also
not-
takes that
So
extra.
he does not take any of the fire damage because he is immune. But he does take 27 points of radiant damage.
Wait, can Blessing of Gold be radiant? Yeah, right?
I think so. I don't know. I can't read it. You can read it. I don't remember. I made it ages ago. I think it's radiant. I think it's radiant,
Radiant
by
or fire?
default. Yeah. Cool. So 27 points of radiant damage as his skin is burned by radiant beams, not fire. Anything else?
No.
Cool. After Cass, it's
Not that guy.
Dead Maragon. And then it's Boone.
The dead Maragon.
It's dead Maragon.
Hey, at least you get 2 in a row.
That's true. Drac, it's your turn. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna move in to his range so I can hit him as well.
Cool.
And go for a piercing attack on him.
Go for it.
Let's see if we hit. 24.
24. Does hit.
Let's see. As part of your attack, blah blah blah. So 1 additional weapon damage.
Mm-hmm.
So this plus
So 18.
1d8 plus 5.
Plus 5. You get to add another d4.
Yeah.
And then what's the additional thing for that? I can't remember. Or is it just that additional? I can't remember.
His movement is reduced by 10 feet.
God, so his movement's halved and reduced. Cool. So his movement's... Okay. He's got like
5 feet of movement.
5 feet of movement. Yeah. I was like, I think 10 because he has a bit more than normal. Okay.
And yeah, try to attack again.
Go for it.
28.
It definitely hits.
So he takes 10 piercing,
Mm-hmm.
6 lightning, and 1
Ah,
fire.
it's fine, as long as you get the fire in. Cool.
Let's see.
And I
Bonus
do it again!
action. Yeah, fuck it, let's attack with the rapier.
Go for it.
Ah,
Oh, that one. Yeah, that misses. I'm afraid. I'm afraid your 2 hits doing... What's that? 18... doing a lot of damage. It's fine. It's like 40 damage or something. I'm afraid the 3rd one misses. Is that the end of your turn?
yes, it is.
Cool. Sidon, it's you. You're very slightly levitating, but you're also still restrained.
Right, so restrained is
Oh, right.
disadvantage.
Top of your turn. Oof, 10 points of fire damage. I want max damage on
Woo! Cool.
Do I take that as well, or?
that. No,
No, I'm just on fire.
it's because the troll burned him.
Oh right,
Yeah.
He's holding you over the fire
Yeah.
portal.
Right,
Well, the troll is on fire.
the troll
No,
is
sorry,
on fire.
It was on fire. It burned itself momentarily. Sidon is still on fire.
This troll is on
Yeah,
fire.
exactly.
So my attack rolls
I have
are...
an important question.
Mm.
Do his eyebrows burn off, or
No, it starts at the feet.
okay?
So my attack rolls have disadvantage, but I
You do.
have a bardic.
You do have a body.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate like an... It looks like Sidon starts generating an orb of energy in his hand. And he shouts out a new attack name.
Go off it.
Come here, man.
Yeah.
No.
Not the same thing.
It's as he's generating it, he calls out Okame Rosenko, and I'm going to go for an unarmed strike, stunning strike.
Go
Come
for it.
on. Okay, disadvantage. Haha, 20. So
roll some damage and then I'll make the save.
this is force damage. Oh my god, I've rolled nothing but 2s. That's 6 force. And 1 fire.
It's a con save for something.
Con save 15.
Con save 15.
Silver
22.
barbs.
You already used your reaction.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
Yes,
did
you
use
did.
it for your own silver barbs to break
Yeah.
the.
Oh, of course I did. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
What's this contest for?
Stunning strike.
I'll give
Slap
myself a
him,
grand. I
kill you.
forgot about that.
Well,
Slap
I will
your
use
nuts.
another
Slap
I'll use
your
another
nuts.
silver bombs.
18. Fuck it.
18. That's fine.
But
You give an advantage.
I'll give the advantage to Sidon for his next.
Nice. His next attack. Nice. So it's straight off. Cool.
Well, I was gonna say because of how stunning strike works with the new rules because Sidon's on the
Don't know
new
how it
rules.
works.
On a successful save, the target speed is still
For
half.
fuck's up.
So he is now. So he is now at 5 feet.
Oh, now he's at 5 feet of movement. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You
and
move
the
half
next
a square.
Keep
and
going.
the next attack roll made against it has advantage.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So
Okay,
I
so-
won't need that advantage if you want to give it to someone else.
Probably give it to
To the
Maeve
troll.
then. Obviously she's
Tried.
next and she...
I tried.
So, yeah, so-
pummeled. I tried.
What you see is Sidon blast into him with this energy, orb of energy that when it hits, it explodes into this wolf visage that just roars out with like an explosive roar and bites down on him.
And as it like shakes it off, says, "That's not gonna work."
Yeah, well, maybe this will. And I'm going to grab my spear and go for a strike. It's a straight roll. 29.
29 definitely hits.
Yeah. For 7 piercing because he's immune to fire.
Oh yes, thank you.
And let's see me roll a 3 now.
Four.
Oh, 4. And then he takes 4 fire.
Cool.
And as a bonus action, to be on the safe side, as I strike with the spear, right, I sort of like trigger the spear's effect on which requires a bonus action to use, which is as a bonus action, I invoke the spear's power, causing divine flames to erupt around it for 1 minute. I gain resistance to fire damage, and on a hit with the spear, you deal 1d6 additional radiant damage. But I actually did it after I attacked, so whap whap. All
Saves if you take
damage,
more.
yeah, all damage from the spear during this time ignores resistance. You can do this once per short range. I really, genuinely should have attacked.
Yeah.
You've done that before attacking with the spear, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm now resistant to the fire that I am being blitzed with.
Nice.
We're learning here.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not used to fighting with a weapon.
Yeah, I think
That's
this is the first time you're using this
Second.
spear.
Rob-
Second time, yeah.
Oh,
First time
okay.
was the malevolence.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. On initiative count 20. Oh, Maxwell, that's bad. So can I get a con save from?
On save this time.
This is a con save rather than
Okay.
fire.
Yep.
From Sidon, Drak, Slab, Archeron. James, can you roll me a d4?
That's bad.
D4.
You don't?
A 1.
Cool. Cool. Then can what did I say?
I think
Slab,
it was better, Pete.
Slab, Archeron,
Yikes.
and Yumi. Roll me a con save.
Okay. 1 second. Yumi, do they have saves?
I assume they do.
Yes, they do. Yeah, it's just
Don't
flat.
everyone
It's a
fail.
flat D20. I can't roll from their sheet, weirdly. Okay. 4. Jesus.
Everyone failed. Oh God. Okay.
Oh no.
This
so,
is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. So you all take. What's the number?
Before you roll damage, though,
Yeah.
I'm using a hero point for this.
Okay. So everyone who, I mean, you all failed. I don't know what I'm saying. Everyone who failed. You all
Well,
take.
Drake doesn't fail now because he used
Yeah.
the hero point.
Low roll. 14 points of fire damage.
Ooh, that's good.
um,
Oh, I take 7. Haha!
You take 7.
Same.
And.
Or do I take half damage for that?
Yeah, you take half if you.
Remember, we got temporary hit points as well, though.
Some of you might have temporary hit points.
I do not anymore because
And everyone. I mean, I guess it would just be Archeron and
I'm
Slab.
slab.
So
How
you
much
two.
was it? Because how much time did we
14.
14? 14.
So
And then
I basically take no damage for the debris hit.
What did we get temporary hit points?
From
From
the
the-
beginning,
The beginning, yeah.
from the boon, which was
Yeah.
10.
Oh, I
10.
forgot about that bit.
10. We all got 10 HP from that.
Yeah,
and
by
then-
14.
No, 14
So-
damage.
Yeah, 14 damage. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, me neither.
14 damage.
And then Slab and Artron, you guys are pulled 15 feet towards the portal, which means Slab, you're flying still, so you don't actually
Technically, yes.
fall.
He wouldn't be flying because that's concentration, isn't it? And he's cast levitate, right?
Or unless you
True.
can.
No, yeah, Pete's right. Thank you. So you are both pulled 15 feet towards the portal and then drop off the edge. So probably there and there. It's a 15-foot drop. And I'll say because it was forceful movement, there'll be no save. It's not that much damage. It's like 2d6. 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Oh, god damn it.
Is that on the Dragon's Breath?
Yeah, I wish I'd have waited, because if I'd have waited to roll them together, I'd have passed with a 12, but oh well.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I need to do a con save then.
Need to
For...
do 2 con saves,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's up to the DM, because it all happens in the same instant, presumably, so...
Well,
does
it's-
it count
it's-
as one?
For levitate.
Yeah, but
Well,
I think...
it's 5
coming
damage,
from-
then falling damage.
Yeah.
So it's two
Okay,
different
that's fine.
things.
That's annoying. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so if you want me
Is
to
what it
con
is.
saves Slab, you just need
Well,
to beat a 10.
I do the.
Do 2. Just roll twice.
Well, that's the first one.
Sun's not levitating anymore. You're fine. Let me remove
Good thing the troll is still holding you.
He's chosen holding him, and
no.
it's his turn next.
Oh no.
Cool. That was the lair action. Fucking hell. Troll's turn. What he's gonna do? He is at first going to try and reach down and make an attack on Drek. He can't really move anywhere, so
5 feet until the end of his turn.
18, Drek.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. You have a really high AC, don't you?
Yeah, 19.
He will go and try and make a second claw attack against you. Just Simon's on one hand. He's like, Well, Simon's
Please, Mr.
going
Big
over the
Man, do not
lava.
drop me.
25.
That's a hit.
You take no damage, but you are grappled and restrained.
Fuck!
Hey!
So he's got no hands though.
Yeah, he's got no hands anymore.
He's
I mean, he
kicking.
does that mean he can only use his bite attack now?
He's not going to though.
Unless he's going to swing you on the floor.
Well, he's going to first. He's holding Drak. You watch
Please
as
please don't drop me, Mr. Big Man.
as the same fire effect goes around him. So you both take 1 point of fire damage.
Do I take?
But
So do I? Is it a minimum of 1 or do I take 0?
you take 1.
Oh.
It's funny, but Drak, you're on fire now.
It burns!
As
Yeah.
fire will do that. As he's going to look to Artron, not use the bite attack, and throw you both into the portal.
Oh.
Fuck.
Huh.
He throws you, so you're not by the ground. I'm just
I'm
gonna
not
make
levitating.
I'm just gonna make athletics test to see how far he throws you. Because yeah. Athletics. Sidon 24, Drak 23. Yeah. So you both get flung. Sidon to about here, Drak to about here,
Yet.
and you fall.
Do I have? I don't think I have any form of reaction. Oh.
I don't have any reaction for this. Nope.
As he throws you, you are both flung into this pit of yellow orange fire, and we will see what happens on your turns. Maeve. Oh no, yeah, Maeve, it's your turn.
Can I? Fuck.
I mean, they are both already in there. Like, they're
So you couldn't see them.
You can't see them anymore.
Remember me.
I know I should have done Death Ward on silent today. God damn it.
Death Ward wouldn't have helped with that.
No.
Oh. Well, luckily I have a backup character in it.
I'll tell you guys, don't worry. You're not dead yet.
Oh!
It's okay. I can get him back next turn. This turn.
It's cool. I have a backup character as well. His name is Mac, the half orc.
Chiron's other cousin, yeah.
I need a intelligence saving throw.
Mac Fire Sting. Intelligence.
Yeah.
3.
Thank fuck for that. Yeah, boy! Let's go!
With Goram, the troll, having 26 hit points. How do you want to do this?
It's that same thing again, where she has the eye in the middle of her forehead.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that it, like, when she casts the spell, all of her marks kind of light up and sort of move. That's how I imagine it. Like, you could probably look at it as really creepy, or you could look at it as really cool. Depends how much of a bitch you are. But I imagine that it's like moving tattoos kind of thing, and like the spirally ones look like they're swirling, and then the eye on her forehead like blinks, and then when it opens again, this like beam of light just like pew, like shoots out and hits the troll, and he just like gets the fucking Tweety birds around his head.
It comes in and he falls backwards because he can't move very much. He's only got 5 feet of movement.
It's like we've tied his legs together like a fucking
like
88.
Yeah. Stumbles backwards, hits the ground, and slowly is beginning to melt and burn away. I believe he has taken... No, I don't think he has taken damage to stop his thing this turn, but he is...
Oh, is there a specific damage to stop his regeneration?
Yeah, there will be. Yeah, I mentioned it in the chat.
Yeah,
that's fine.
So I will keep going in initiative just to see. Maeve, anything else you're doing?
Am I gonna hurt myself if I jump 15 feet?
A little bit, probably.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna jump down.
1 or 2d6.
It was 2d6. So you take 8 points.
Can I make a dex save to try and land?
I'll say acrobatics because you were doing it knowing it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Acrobatics, 4 points.
Huh?
4 points of damage, half it.
Okay, cool. But she lands it.
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm gonna get as close to the pit as my movement will allow and see if I can see the boys.
Yeah. So you peer down, and there's a brief instant where you see Drac or two figures you assume to be Drac inside him falling, and then it looks like the gravity's beginning to change and they're lifting. But I'll leave it at that for now. Artron, what are you doing?
Yeah, so when the trolls turned and dropped them, Artron's attention is completely diverted from the troll. It's moves 100% onto Drac and onto Sidon. So he's going to rush, as Maeve's like obliterating this creature's mind, body, and soul. Rush forward, jump off the edge towards them both. Mid-air, he's going to cast Polymorph and turn into, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, a Quetzalcoatlus. Which is
Quetzalcoatl. Oh no, sorry. It's a Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah,
Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, it's the largest flying beast.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Big dino.
So, big flying dino. He's going to follow over, and he's going to grab Drac and Sidon out of. He has 80 feet of flight, I think.
Yeah, so you jump in midair you transform into Big Bird. And as you what's the word? As you dive in, you briefly see I'd say a landscape, but I'm lying. It is an almost endless drop. Like, around you are floating islands with a large central pillar in the middle of red stone and rock with various islands, massive ones, sort of orbiting the outside of it. You can see that connecting to this large central one are chains attached to these islands. Some of them appear to be dangling and falling, while most of them appear to be like holding solid. But you dive down, grabbing Archeron and grabbing Sidon and Track. Grabbing Sidon and Track, and as they land, you feel the gravity change as you're being forced back up into the portal unwillingly.
Wait, where?
No, definitely not unwillingly. I'm very willing to go back up with them.
Yes, obviously, but you are not forcing. You're not flying up. You sort of grab them and are being pulled back up towards it.
Okay.
Like gravity is changing.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
It's awful because Archeron would love to like examine what James is presuming is like a gateway to the Hells. However, currently his intelligence is where is it? 2.
Oh shit! So all you know is that
Archeron has never been dumber.
Yeah. So all you know, because I'm pretty sure polymorph doesn't like stop you from doing what you were planning on doing.
You know your task. But
I mean, still his personality, but like he basically like just to give you an idea, like this is what he currently looks like.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But that's
like a horror story flying towards you. That's my action. Let's just read something.
Get away from me, bird!
I might be able to do something else. I'm just going to read something. That's action movement, but I just want to double check something.
You are currently in hell.
Hell, I know.
You're not up yet. You're not back on the map.
I know. I just want to read something to see if I've got an action. Once per long rest, you can choose to cast a transmutation time of one action. Additionally, if it's already... No, okay, I can't. That's fine. So that is my action. Grabbing them, presumably, is... hopefully a free action.
Well, they like fall onto you and then you lift.
Yeah, okay. Hey, we're not flying, we're falling with style. And so he's gonna try and get back to the portal because the bird is scared.
You are not able to move under your own body, but you are being forced back to the portal.
Okay, that's fine.
So wait, when we were thrown in, it felt like the gravity was forcing us down the portal.
Yeah,
but
you got forced down, and as you got about 20, 30 feet down, you got like a view of the area. You were then being forced up. Back.
We're having fun with portals.
Yeah, now you're thinking with portals.
I am so confused.
Yes.
Are they back yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
They'll be back on their turn.
I don't know if there's anything I can do with my spells.
Start shooting the blob to make its regeneration stop.
The blob
with stuff. The troll blob.
I know what will prevent its regeneration because I was paying attention.
I wasn't here last week.
It wasn't last week, it was this week.
Was it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Even the DM's like, what?
I know what will, but I don't remember what I said.
Yeah.
Okay, fine then, keep your secrets. Can you do anything? You can say no. No, it's fine.
To hold an action.
Yeah, you can also hold an action if it gets up.
I was going to say it's either that or I just pew pew with Eldritch Blast just to try and prevent it. Because obviously we were just being forced.
Go for it.
This is where I miss.
I'd say it is dead, or So you will have
Disadvantage because it's
well
prone.
disadvantage. I'll say straight roll because it's not trying to move; it's dead.
I'm
just
literally
making
trying to
sure it's
prevent some regenerative abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16 is its armor class. You hit it with that force damage. The force damage impacts it a little bit, but the hellish flames from the Bone Raid, from everyone's favorite character, Mr. Right, is the thing that melts through its regeneration. And as you've sort of begun to see some of its forms start to pull back together, you hit it with a few of the Eldritch Blasts, and it just begins to sizzle and outpace the regeneration, as within a very short amount of time, this thing is disintegrated, and parts of it still remain, like, you know, like the teeth, you can make a necklace out of them. And like
Exactly.
some
Necklace of
for
bone
you.
teeth.
Yeah, necklace of bone teeth. But I will say, since it is dead, and it is not regenerating because fire and acid were the two, you are out of initiative as you watch the troll, as its form is disintegrating, the portal is beginning to close.
Oh god, it's closing!
But just as... But luckily, like seconds before it closes, the three toss and like move out the portal in like a heap over here. You do all take some damage.
A bit like the end of Avengers when Iron Man comes back through the closing portal.
Yes, actually, very much like that. Can you actually? Yeah. Can you all make me con saves?
Everyone.
No, sorry. Three fire. Three
Oh
people who had a hell of a time.
Just add a 1 to it. Hang on, I'll 20 onto it. Oh.
Yeah. So you all fail.
Wow.
And you do all take 15 points. Wow, weird. 5. I should have done 666. That would have been funny. You all take 15 points of fire damage and are knocked onto the ground.
Resistant
Okay.
to fire.
That's true.
I don't fail my con check. Thank God.
You're still a bird.
Still
Is
a
that
bird.
7? Is that 7 damage on a 15?
Rounded down to 7, yeah.
Rounded down 7, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're out of the portal, and the room is normal.
Fucking
The big bird Artron is going to go over to the body of the troll and like kick. You know how birds like wreck shit? Have you ever seen a bird wreck shit? Like a goose wreck shit? He's going to wreck shit on the troll, and then he's probably going to defecate on it.
Except it's a bird that's this big.
Yeah. Like
Me
kicking
and,
at it, scratching at it, kicking at it, and then after a few minutes, it's going to turn to Archeron, like back into Archeron, as he's like, he turns around and he's like, I'm so glad that worked.
Thank you, Archeron.
Worried I lost you for a moment there.
Yeah.
Whew.
Question.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna puke. That was fucking.
Question.
Yeah,
Are
what
Wu
the
and Drac
fucking-
still
what
on
the
fire?
happened?
Yeah, probably.
Prestidigitation,
You can
prestidigitation.
use it. You can use an action to pat yourself. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he has drop and roll.
Just drop and roll.
Why did
Is there
gravity
any...
get so weird?
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
It's like we were falling, and then all of a sudden we just stopped falling and went back up, and it was like a spring. I was. What?
Well, I'm gonna look at the ground where the portal was. Is there any
Yeah.
indication of it being there, or is it completely clear?
Very, very little. There's like a bit of a scorch mark on the ground, but
Okay.
essentially nothing else.
But what I was asking, presumably the answer is no. Then is I was looking for like runes or something like
No.
that. Okay.
I was in the troll the whole time. And on the ground there is some loot.
Yeah, I want a Maragon mask.
You can grab the
I
American
am-
mask.
Other half of
Oh.
the necklace.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
only interested
you
in
can
that
find the
area.
other pieces of the necklace. The troll had both of them on him.
I would like to search the troll, but I don't want to search through a pile of fucking bird shit.
That's true. You find
And you guarantee Drat's going to actually get the bone necklace,
Yeah.
necklace again.
That is canon
We'll
now.
roll me a d20.
Who?
You.
Oh, D20, you said?
Yeah.
2.
You see in your pocket there is a necklace of bone teeth from in it on there's a tag on it that says from your pal Mr. Wright. Yeah, they're like
He
various
didn't even have to roll, did he?
no. There's various creature teeth.
Can I pick up a Miragon mask?
Yeah.
Does it whisper at all?
No.
ASMR.
I'm gonna like
He's
place it
ramen loudly.
over. I'm gonna place it over my face and just go.
Oh, Jesus
"Arrgh."
Okay.
I feel like you might start making like the noise of the Jawa
You've
from
played
Star
Lethal
Wars.
Company.
That's true.
You know not to put on a mask.
Peter does. Sardin doesn't.
That's
Oh
true.
my god.
And then also,
Sidon only plays Sargi Valley.
yeah,
Yeah.
you also find. Put this into general. Yeah. So you find sort of on the Marigons and the troll, 36 platinum, 180 gold, and a weird vial of
Bone teeth.
vial of bone teeth. A weird vial of dark red blackish blood. Which I've sent the because I assumed identified at some point.
Interesting.
But,
yeah, at some point. Yeah. Interesting.
Should I drink it or no?
No, for fuck's sake, just wait. I'm trying to find the bits of Yumi here. Do I find the remnants of Yumi?
Make an investigation check.
Oh,
Pay 100 gold for it. Porridge, you'll need to help me here. No.
Oh,
bastard. 15.
15. Pretty scorched, but yeah.
Flexible. Okay, I'll pocket that, and I will try to fix it when I have a moment. But
Hey,
we got
be lucky you're on the 1. If it was a 2, I was going to target Porridge.
See, this is the thing, right? It's bad, but Porridge is easier to bring back.
I know. But,
Yeah.
hey, if you want me to target him, I will.
No.
That sounds like
I'm very
a
glad you
target
didn't.
bag.
Yeah, that would have been Archeron's. That
You,
would have been the start of his villain arc.
you showed the power of multiple summons in one round, and he was like, "All right, I'm targeting you summons. Fuck it."
I did say
Fair
to
enough.
James, if he has summons that are going to actually do stuff in combat, I'm going to target them.
Yeah, that's completely
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, but like, I thought to myself, like, I was looking at my spell list, and it's not really optimized for single target combat. So it's like, what
At
can I do?
least
What
you
can I
allow
do?
them.
What?
Oh, that was petty.
Don't worry about it.
What? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Carry on, James.
Okay.
He's
And
forgotten
what have I forgotten?
what you did to me.
What did I do to you?
When I
Oh, the
used
fairies,
that
right,
big
right.
fucking leveled spell,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Nope, bye."
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. If you use this familiar, then you become like a target from it. It's completely fine. But I wouldn't usually have loaded Dragon's Breath because I don't need to see it to cast it. It's like, okay, I'll keep. I have to pick my spells.
Yeah, so you will get 6 platinum and 30 gold.
Okay, 6 platinum and 30 gold. Okay, cool. Cool.
6 PB.
But this, so that's 36. Wait, 6 platinum. It's 90 gold total, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What was I going to say? So, more importantly, for Archer's point of view, is the bits of the amulet.
Yeah.
The cramulet. So he finds all the bits that he needs, right?
You find all the bits. Yep.
Okay.
All the bits.
He's gonna pick them up out of the troll and like gently like brush them clean with his hands rather than prestidigitate them, and see if he can like hold them back together with his. Do I have mending? I don't have mending loaded. He's gonna try to see if he can fit them back together or like what the process is gonna be to get it fixed.
So you sort of hold them together, and they're not going to stay together on their own, obviously. But there is like a slight connection between them with like a blue, like blue turquoisey spark that sort of flashes as you do so. Artron would recognize that to be like faint essences of Mason's magic.
Okay.
Like his like color, like his like the color of his magic was like a purpley turquoisey sort of color. So do with that information what you will, but they are like trying to hold themselves together.
Okay.
But might need a bit more of a push.
Well, okay, that's well, I'll see what I can do with it. Thank you. All he's gonna pocket Yumi and his like porridge is on his shoulder so he can look around at what he's doing.
Porridge is looking triumphantly at the dead other familiar.
I always knew you were the strong one, porridge. Nothing to do with the random roll at all. Excellent. Okay, well, I don't really know how this creature was channeling the powers of what I presume to be the hells. I only caught a glimpse of what was on the other side, and I was
It was
a crazed
terrible,
bird.
I tell you.
So don't.
Not a nice place.
No, I need to think about it. You, Drac. You're a blood hunter, Fane's fiend undead. You should be able to make an informed guess of what you saw.
Well,
And why gravity got reversed? No, why gravity was reversed?
I have no idea.
No,
Or do I?
Phase fiend undead.
What do you have any idea? Well, the mechanical answer is the DM didn't want to chuck you in the portal and kill you. But the in-game answer would probably be something like the portal wasn't fully open, so when the troll was killed, it like sucked everything back in, if that makes sense, like a vacuum. So everything that was falling like near it got pulled back in, which just happened to be you guys. Luckily, it wasn't anything else, right?
Yeah, we was like there for how long? 1 minute?
6 seconds.
Yeah, so
You were there until it was like one turn. You're there for.
also this vial, I will put it in the bag of holding and we can see what it is later. Because no, Sidon, I'm not letting you drink this without knowing what it is.
When we're back up above, I can identify it, and I'll take a moment. I went hard in that fight and burnt through absolutely everything, all my cool stuff.
Totally reasonable. It was cool.
I would have had something left, but obviously I wasn't quite sure what the situation would have called for had you been completely thrown into a pit of fire, and so that was my instinct.
Thank you very much for coming.
Honestly, Archeron, I'm very impressed with your actions in that fight. The resolve.
Like the cut of your jib.
Wrong character.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
The way you
Ale would say.
the way you stood up to him when he taunted you, it was good.
Well,
real brave.
it was after we tried with the meditation last night, and I wasn't seem to get it. I don't think maybe I do well in a group meditation. I think maybe it's something I need to do myself in a private controlled environment. But I was able to find that.
That's what those noises were.
Yes, I was able to find my chewy.
Yes, mate. I was meditating.
I was meditating and listening to noises I find particularly relaxing.
I did find.
Oh.
Yeah, I did find it difficult to read last night.
Well, I apologies. It shan't happen again. But as I say, I was able to find the gooey caramel center of Archeron. Okay,
Everyone disliked her.
Don't, because you described him as a boy.
Oh, good point.
Don't
Yes.
find the gooey caramel center of the boy.
Oh.
Not my boy.
My boy.
My boy. Okay,
Bring it
I was
back.
able to find
Bring
the.
it back
No,
I
I
was
totally understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean. I was able to
Yeah.
find the piece of adamant. Well, regardless, I was able to find something. And
See, it's hard to explain, but once you do it, you understand it. Yeah, you see what I mean?
I'm loath to agree, but yes, okay. But I was able to, to turn the page and try to be the friend you all deserve me to be, rather than the person that I thought I wanted to be. And So I think I'm slowly getting there. So thank you for helping me. I'm going to. The problem now is going to be getting back up top. I'm going to.
I don't mind rushing through that. It's fine.
Okay, no, that's fine. But if we get to, I think maybe if I bring the pieces to Mason, if you see where I try to put them together, there's a little spark, and that reminds me somewhat of the power he used to channel. And so maybe he can. I don't know. This is going to sound really strange, considering you didn't really like the gooey caramel center. But maybe he can enter the amulet, and he could be the power that fixes it, so I can take it back to Leanne, and then this whole chapter can be a new chapter of beginnings. And then I can look at fixing Yumi tonight. Perhaps it's not very high on my list. To be honest, I knew he would get wrecked if I decided to use him for Dragon Breath.
Pyra just like
yeah.
Just actively dancing on his corpse.
Well, yeah, it's like basically someone's like stepped on his micro machine. It's like, yeah, I can fix it, but Jesus, it's a pain.
I mean, well, for some reason in my head, it's like I understand this sort of artificer thing, but if you were like a level 2, you could get a homunculus servant that you could just, whenever it dies, bring it back for free.
DM, that's metagaming right there.
Also, I've just bought one. I don't need to invest my time in being.
I'm telling.
Standard, you dirty metagamer.
Anyway, you spend your time laughing about whatever metagaming is as you make your way.
It's a pigeon that's flying around, isn't it?
Yeah, you meta pigeon. Yeah, you make your way back up the.
Stop saying meta, you'll summon Mark Zuckerberg.
With his weird T-Pain cover.
Oh god, I did listen to it.
I haven't listened to it. I'll do it after the session. But you'll make your way back up the winding path, up past the statues, and towards the it's not the troll hole anymore, is it anymore? The
You gotta pay the toll.
But you sort of see, as you get up to the top, you see Mason is looking sort of down at you, like moving up.
Do we all see that, or just Maeve?
Sorry, Maeve sees Mason. Sorry, I completely forgot. Maeve sees Mason sort of looking. I just Maeve sees Mason sort of like waiting at the top.
Imagine she's like covered in like soot
Yeah,
and like burn marks, and she
Soot,
just like
burn marks,
puts a
blood.
thumb up.
You're covered in sort of burn marks. Me and Drat were on fire.
You're in literal hell.
You hear Mason.
I
It
mean,
is
a
not
light
a
wound.
nice feeling, I tell you.
Mason says to you, Maeve, "It went well, I take it."
You could say that. We found the other parts of the amulet, but we can't fix them. We can try and find somebody who can, but there's some kind of weird energy.
Let me see.
Patron, can I has? Please.
Yes, of course. Not sure where he is. Mason found. Well, you obviously heard Maeve's side of the conversation here, and he's just gonna like wave his hand generally in the
You
area.
see, sort of from where you're holding it, you like they sort of float a little bit in your hand, and sort of at that point where he holds the amulet, you can see like the faint outline of just his hands.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, and you sort of watch as.
So he's. I've got the things in my hand. They start floating out, and we can see like porridge. Presumably.
Everyone who can
Yeah.
see can see.
Corporeal hands.
No.
like
So I can see
these
like
sort
these
of-
ghostly kind of effect of his hand. So seeing that through porridge, I think Archeron would instinctively try to touch the hands.
Your passes there.
Okay, damn it.
Sort of as he's holding them, everyone can see obviously the sort of the outline of his hands, and you watch as just the two spots of his eyes glow like an arcane blue-white color, and you watch as it's in like 3 pieces. You watch as starting from the center, it like radiates out, that blue energy, and you know, like Kintsugi when they remake pots with gold. It's like
The black
obsidian
yeah.
with these blue, very bright blue veins through it that like reform it and keep it together.
So it looks like it's got his magic literally weaved into it. That's really sweet.
And he hands it back to whoever's closest, like maybe Archer, maybe Maeve.
Archer,
yeah.
But Archer can't see it. So.
Yeah, but he sees the thing
look at your
sees the hand.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands it back to Archer, and to Maeve, he says, "Thank you for doing that. I trust you to take it to my sister."
Trust me, it's what we do.
He gives a smile and says, "Please tell this to them, all of them," like gestures to you guys. And then he sort of slowly says, "The best and most beautiful things in the world are rarely seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart, and so long as the memory of beloved friends lives in your heart, I shall say that your lives are good. Thank you."
I will pass that on and then turn back to Mason. I don't know if just the thought of us giving it back is going to be enough. Does he start to do the thing?
You watch
Okay.
as he begins to close his eyes.
She's gonna. I don't know if I've ever tried to reach out and touch them. I don't know if I can do that. But she would know.
Yeah. What? Sorry, go on.
Can she touch them at all?
Not properly. You can like feel it, if that makes sense. But like, if you were to move your hand, it would go through it. If that makes sense.
Okay, I think she'd have a trained hand in this. As she's been doing it forever. So she would rest her hand where his shoulder would be. Just feel that energy and just say like, "I hope you find rest and rest well."
You sort of see, as you sort of like touch the hand, the rest of you can see just like Maeve touching his like shoulder. Like you see the bit of the shoulder as he begins to vanish with like a slight blue glow. And as he does, Archer, you alone hear his final words.
Okay.
As he says, "Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. But, Archer, never bend your head. Always hold it high. Laugh. And look the world straight in the eye." And as the last words float around in your mind, you see a light blue glow, then radiating from it, light. And your sight returns to you.
Oh. Oh. Okay. As he. Oh, okay. As he. Like sees this, like his sight return. Like I think obviously his face goes kind of like wide. Sorry, his eyes would go wide. And he like starts
His face goes wide.
You know what I mean? You know, like.
Yeah.
And he's gonna start like blinking and
like
trying to like shake it. Sorry.
Slap, Matthew?
I just see like a flashbang of
no.
light.
Oh yeah. So he's like blinking out the art light, like trying to not be dazzled by it. And like he finally gets his own vision back, and he's like, he starts like rubbing his eyes. The canny amongst you who with high perception and insight would see that he's not just like brushing his eyes, he's also brushing something from just beneath them, as he like, it might just be a bit of soot. He says,
I've got hay fever.
it's dusty in here, guys. It's dusty. He brushes his mouth. He says, "Thank you, Mason. I don't know if you can hear me, but we'll get this to Leanne as soon as possible." And he's gonna like turn around so he can like see you all, like as in a what's the word? Like almost like a light. He's gonna step back a little bit so he can see all of you in his like line of sight. And like just like drink you all in for a minute, and it's like, yeah, you all look just as I remembered. It might sound weird. It's different looking through Porridge's eyes, because he sees things really vivid colours and stuff that we can't see.
So you remembered me, burned and scarred and silent as well.
Yes.
Well, but like it's not the outside. It's like the. Outside always looks a little bit toasted, but like you look just all as I remembered it. Oh my god, I can see again.
How does Cass react to this?
The players in stunned silence. Cass is just.
I mean, Cass can also be in stunned silence.
Yeah.
If you don't know what to say, Cass also.
And I didn't have to apologise to that shitty sunglasses.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. I fucking knew it.
Cass pushes him in the pond and he dies.
No, so it's like he's not really considered that part of it, really. He as I said, no, as I was trying to say, he's not a worshipper or even a follower of Salona. He's not really. Celeste, sorry. So I took two names and merged them together. Yeah.
Saluna.
Not really Saluna. Isn't that a type of ice cream? That's Solero.
You mean Sabrina?
Sabrina, yeah. He's just never really like he's not a follower of her, so he doesn't really like he doesn't factor in majorly to hit like what the reason he was blinded was a punishment, specifically to one thing. So like that religious aspect of it hasn't really crossed his mind very much. So yeah, he's rubbing this stuff out of his eyes, and looks down at the cloak that Maeve's made him, makes a big fuss over it. And then says, "There's something I'd promised I'd do the minute I got my sight back, or as soon as I could after I got my sight back, and then I'm gonna take this to Leanne. You don't need to come with me if that's something I do need to do by myself, and it would be just so rippingly awkward for you to hear, maybe.
Say no more.
Yeah. But yeah, oh my god. It's. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Well, yeah, no, thank you, Maeve. Thank you all. I caught a glimpse of him just before he went, and he seemed happy-ish, content, satisfied. I don't know what the word is. At peace. Yes. Okay. But yeah. Okay. I don't know what you guys wanted to do with the rest of the day. Suddenly all my plans have changed. Yeah, okay. Would anyone mind if we stepped outside so I could enjoy some daylight?
Yeah, let's go.
You're immediately blinded again. No, I'm kidding. You're a vampire now.
Yeah.
The sun! Ah! Yeah, you have your sight back, but you're vulnerable to all fire damage and light.
Yeah, sunlight sensitivity, yeah.
Yeah, like a trout.
I was going to say, you know that first time you become a vampire in Skyrim, you walk out a cave and you haven't had any, blood.
Mm-hmm.
You get that, you get that burning sensation. It's like my eyes.
But yeah, Archie, you do immediately get flashbanged as you walk outside.
That's fine. He's made those shades, remember?
That's true, but now he just can't see.
Mm. Is the one
they
guy wearing
prescription
sunglasses
pills?
in the club? Yeah. No, they were my glasses that I pressed the
Oh
digitation.
yeah. He felt
Oh,
like
so
tape on them.
you've got like tinted. You've got that
tinted
tinted
glasses.
system
Yeah,
where they
tinted, yeah.
change when you get into light.
Mm.
Well, I there was a few other things I wanted to get through, but it is pretty late. I just want to get a check, like how are people doing in general, because we can stop. It's not a big issue.
Well, as we step outside into the sunlight,
Yeah.
I do hold the spear up to the sun. I try and do this as the party walk ahead, so it doesn't look stupid and he doesn't get caught doing it, right? But he just points the spear to the sun and just says out loud, "Thanks, Celesta. I think he really needed it." And he just sort of slams the spear onto the ground and keeps walking to catch up with the party as they go ahead.
She's like, "Bitch, you did that without me knowing." No,
I'm gonna blind him again.
I'm gonna blind someone else. I don't know who yet.
This time I'm gonna take his balls.
He's been watching Dandana.
This time I'm gonna make it so he can't hear.
There occurs
Wow.
2 electric boogaloo this time with
What do you
hearing.
mean you're gonna make it so he can't hear? He already has fucking selective hearing. Don't do that to us.
No, James is just gonna have to play deafened.
The only
entire
difference is that he has an
session.
excuse.
James is gonna play deafened the entire session, so we can all
Sorry,
hear him, but he has no
James.
idea what's happening the entire time. That'd be awful. So I will ask, what is there anything else people are doing before we end? Because it is late.
Yes.
I would have
Oh, go ahead.
as much reading as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pick up that fabric that you promised me.
Jesus, yeah. I literally already forgot about it. Cass, what were you gonna say?
Cass.
Yes. As they're like getting out of the cave, Cass is going to like ask Silent to stay a moment, and she's just going to say, just for the record, I've never thought you as a meathead, and I find it very admirable that you're trying to better yourself. And she's going to kiss him on the cheek and then walk away.
I'm so confused.
Huh.
That's a
Yeah, he
great-
gets like a.
Rev up those fryers.
As Cass walks away, he smiles and blushes. He is a bit confused, but also like, huh.
Has Sidon ever been with a normal human?
Wow.
Well,
Wolf,
I mean, Halim was
half
out.
daddy.
I just had the same reaction but externally that James had when Aletha kissed him, and then I was like,
So, Maeve, you can go and pick up your fabric. I'll say, like, she gives you, like, a bit of it just, like, off the cuff.
Amazing.
If you want to get, like, she gives you, like, I don't know how much, I'll figure it out later.
I
But
want
you can
enough
s-
to make a little. It's not for the magical purposes. It's just for the aesthetics.
Mm.
I want enough to make a little neckerchief
Mhm.
and some gloves.
Yeah, she gives you, she gives you, like, enough for a bit. If you give her, like, what, 20 gold? She'll give you, like,
Awesome.
the rest of it. Like, you know, enough to do that. Cool. I will just
because I'm not
yeah,
going to be here
there you
next
go.
session.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So Archon's going to go off to see Leanne and
Yeah.
occupy himself for a bit of time. But the one thing he does do, the thing he promised himself he would do, before he went to see Leanne, and it's not like super out the way. It's he heads back to the inn, like to drop some stuff off, to like get changed or like change his fucking knackered clothes or whatever.
See the B team.
See the B team. Well, specifically, yeah, it is the B team. So he goes down and just like it sounds so fucking creepy. Like in out of context.
I can smell you.
No, he's gonna like find an excuse or like or an opportunity or a reason to just really look at Mel. To like persist, because that's how he looked at you guys all, like drinking her, like committing you to memory. He's like doing the same thing, like seeing how well he remembered her.
I was
like,
drinking a coffee, like staring back, really confused.
well, no, he comes in, he's full of beans, like, I've got guys I can see again, and someone like, what, you were blind? What the fuck? What, how did you didn't mention this? And he's like, and like, for lack of a better way to say it, I hadn't really prepared anything. It's basically like, he's like looking at everyone and like, oh my god, yeah, I forgot you had a bob, kind of thing, or whatever. I forgot you had your ears pierced. But for Mel, he looks at her and he's like, yeah,
I forgot you had horns.
You look exactly.
I forgot you were purple.
It was. I had this image in my head, and it was. I thought it's almost right, but it didn't really. Didn't really capture you. Didn't really do you justice. I'm trying to like get it right in my head, but I don't know if I could ever get it quite right.
She gives a smirk and says, "Yeah, it is pretty difficult to do me justice."
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. I've got a thing to do, but a little task I have to perform. It shouldn't take long, I don't think. But I was just wondering because I can show you now some of the places in the town. Do you want to come for a walk? Get a bit of lunch?
You're not taking your new piece of meat.
No, I'm not.
Right?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
No.
good.
Look what I have.
Do you want to come and give? Do you want to come and give this necklace?
Guys, imagine how awkward it'd be if they walk past each other. Anyway, Mel says, "Yeah. I mean, I haven't really looked around that much. Yeah."
Okay.
She was smile and says, I'm glad you can't see again.
Yeah, me too.
It's a lot of meat taken.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
I'll try and get temporary blindness again. Yeah, that's all he wanted to
That's
do.
the nosebleed. But yeah, the day. Nice one, Dax. The day continues, and I think we'll pick it up there next time.